Hello everyone, welcome to Combox where the game lives on. I'm your host Varun Alvakan and I'm joined by Akshay. For the first time, I think both of us are alone, which is very odd. We're
Oh
unsupervised.
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember too many such instances. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
How are we today? You were also a bit sick yesterday. Both of us were.
No, it's weird. It's like the past week, it feels like I'm going to get cold, but I'm not.
Yeah.
How are you?
I don't know if
You were definitely sick yesterday, right?
yeah, I was, and I don't know if I'll be killed if I say that Deepak and Robbie were responsible for me feeling a bit under the weather. So
How did you meet
yeah,
them?
because yeah, we met them the day before, and what was
Oh.
supposed to be like an hour or two long dinner ended up being a 1 a.m. cricket session because Deepak was like, let's play some cricket, guys. What else are we here for? And we spent the entire night looking for a turf ground that's open at like 1 in the night, and we finally found one. We ended up playing cricket, and then it turns out that Robbie was up at 2:30 in the night, so we decided to go back to their hotel and spend some time. Then we ended up talking about everything under the sun till like 5 in the morning. So by the time I got back home, I'd not slept. I was really tired. My back was hurting so over my arms because I hadn't rolled my arm over in a while. So yeah,
What do you call it? The good signs of that is that because you live in Bangalore, I assume the traffic wasn't as bad at 5 a.m. as it usually is.
for sure. The
Yeah.
only reason we were able to explore was because it was 1 in the night. That's it.
No, but even at 1, it's usually quite busy, you know? Like, Bangalore's very nocturnal as a city.
That's true. In fact, I was with Pratib like in the night we were driving around. Pratib and I was shocked, or surprised. I don't know what the right word is, but we like, why are there so many people out on the streets? It's Wednesday, 12. I mean, what 1 a.m. on a Wednesday, random Wednesday. What the fuck are you guys doing on the road?
No, that happens to me, like, if you have, when you like, whenever I go to, like, a place, like, whenever you go to, like, a shopping place at, like, on a midday on a weekday, and you're like, why the hell are the people here? And I'm like, well, I'm one of
Exactly.
those people that are here, so, okay, that's odd.
The thing is, we even thought about that. Like, but we at least wanted to say we had a reason. We had the lure or the chance of meeting, Deepak and Ravi. Like, we don't want to miss it because it's not often we get to meet them. Like, chalo, let's just go for it. But even then, we're like, what about the rest? What's their excuse? Is everyone meeting someone they really wanted to meet?
So I think we had some comments. Singer is saying who regularly watches the Watchalong. He's like, funny thing is, yeah, I was talking to myself in yesterday's Watchalong throughout the game.
Man. What was the game yesterday? Oh, MI Punjab. Yeah.
It was a decent game though. I'm
Yeah,
happy it
yeah,
wasn't
that's
like a
true.
double super over again. Also,
Oh,
like, are you
you think you
surprised
would
in
have been
today's
bigger?
game, Chennai dropped Akil Hussain again at Lucknow for Spencer
Yeah.
Johnson. Oh, that's a good ball.
How am I slightly behind you despite being on? Okay, I'm on stream two. I'm assuming you're on stream one.
Yeah.
Let me just switch.
hmm That's a beautiful ball.
Oh, beach of a delivery. Wow, lovely stuff. By the way, what are the changes for LSC? Two changes, right? I know that Mukul's coming and Akash. Oh, I saw the replay once again, and I'm equally impressed on the third.
Mm.
I mean, equally impressed the third time too. Ooh, driven on
Oh,
the up of four. Lovely.
good shot. I think he's slightly fuller than the previous one, which is why he was able to drive it for four.
Yeah,
I'm just
lovely
checking the
shot. Lovely
changes.
shot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Abdul Samad is in, Mukul Chowdhury is in, Mayank Yadav is in, and Akash Singh is in.
Oh,
English,
four
I assume,
changes.
is the batting sub for them.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
has to be. Yeah, so no Badoni still, and Himmat's been dropped, and Digvesh Rathi has been dropped.
I still can't believe Badoni has like been given the axe or shown the axe ahead of Abdul Samad. Like, why is Samad playing over Badoni? Badoni's done nothing wrong.
I mean, I think both of them should technically be playing.
Both of them shouldn't technically be playing, is what you
No, they
said, or
should be
should?
playing. I think all of
Oh,
him, Badoni, Mukul, and Samad should probably be in the 11. I don't know how they get it in the 11, but yeah.
the thing with Samad is Samad has really done well at the domestic circuit, and I've really sort of wanted him to come good, but he's just not had that breakthrough season that we all have expected him
I
to
thought
have.
he was good
So I
last
think
season, no?
was he? Is this
I
Marcus Stoinis
thought
all
he was
over
striking
again?
at 170.
But what was like how many balls, how many runs? I don't think he was averaging a lot of
And
balls
that's another
per
four.
innings.
Yeah, that's not his fault though. So he averaged 21 at 176 for a guy finisher. I don't mind that.
Fair.
Yeah, I'd take that as a finisher. Maybe you could be like, okay, try to stay in a bit more, but I'd still
But
back him.
11 innings, if you remove a 45, in 11 innings, he scored 120 runs. I don't know if that's a lot. I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's
we also
few
need
too
to
many even
probably
for.
check his entry points now
Yeah. I don't think he's
of the
batted
cricket.
below number seven. Number seven at the very least is where he's batted at. You can
No, no,
check
no. But
that
I
though. You can
mean,
check.
it's there's a
Yeah.
difference when if you're coming in like 100 for 5 in 12 and like 180 for 5 in 18.
Yeah, I mean, oh, chops it on almost, but that's another boundary for Sanju
I feel like
Samson.
Shami's try to play this ball the same ball 5 different times and
Yeah,
it's going to a different place each time.
yeah, that's true.
This
But
is a
I mean, I'm just
weirdly
looking at someone's
frustrating stuff.
numbers. Yeah, like I don't know if it's every team that's gotten it wrong, but what 164
Mm.
last year, 182 the year before that, 169,
Mm.
111. It's been a pattern. Again, it could be the case. SRH also misused him. That's also true. I won't pin the blame entirely on him, but I don't think he's taken the opportunities. You know, look at him, Mukul. Mukul's won them a game already. Abdul Samad is yet to do that for them.
So I was just looking at him last season. Most of the time he's coming in after the 14th over, man. I don't think it's his fault he's not faced a lot of balls. I think it's just the situation.
But even then, you think 10 runs per innings, barring the 45 over, that's 11 in innings. Like, even for someone coming in after the
Mm.
14th over, you want him to score more than 11 runs for sure.
No, no, the 45 is the one time he didn't come in after the 14th over. That's what I'm saying.
Fair. But
Yeah.
again, if he's a finisher, he will be expected to come in. It's like a
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think
chicken
it's
and
a
egg
great fit. I
situation.
don't think he's horrible.
Yeah, that's true. I really rate him. I do rate him. It's just that I don't think he's done a good job of grasping the opportunities he's had. This time he just cuts it to cover point, no run. Oh wow, Saurabh. That's a lot of dedication. Thank you so much.
Mm.
For the uninitiated, we'll probably just read that too. He said, yesterday didn't watch the match because there was no live stream.
It's
I didn't
okay.
watch the match, so that's the two of us, Saurabh.
No, I thought it was weirdly peaceful just watching the commentary for once.
Oh man, I don't know how this might sound, but I genuinely don't know the last time I sat and listened to the comms. It's
Mm.
yeah. Unless someone tells me that it is, Ian Bishop or someone calling the game, then I might actually listen to a few words just to see what he has to say. Uh,
So Akash Singh is coming on now.
oh, lovely. Akash Singh is another player I really wanted to watch more of, like what
Mm.
he has to offer.
Didn't he play for Chennai in one of these seasons?
Yeah, yeah. He got Kohli out bowled for a duck in 2023. That's the only season he played for Chennai. And
Ah.
then they released it. Nice. He's got a nice action. I like that. I think he was also part of the same 2020 group as Jaiswal. RR had picked both Jaiswal and Ravi Singh that season. Nice guy. Why not Prince, asks Raja Lakshmi Nandakumar, because they have a new ball bowler in Akash Singh. I think they've brought him in specifically to take the new ball. So yeah,
Yeah, it was a really good first over by Shami though. Like unlucky to not get a wicket.
that's true.
And
Oh,
that's
tempted bouncer.
4.
Four. Yeah,
Yeah.
hard luck. This is my only problem with Stream One. It keeps buffering a lot. I think it's time to go back to Stream 2 and just stick to it.
So Akshay Singer is asking you, did you catch up with Virat's interview uploaded by RCB?
I did, yeah, I did watch it. Definitely a very interesting piece of content. Did you catch up on it? Did you watch it?
I think I saw one clip of it, not the whole interview.
No. Which clip? I'm assuming the one about the Indian cricket team and everything, or was it about Prince Yadav and talking to players and all of that?
Actually, no, I think I might have seen 3. There was one about Jaiswal where he's like, not sorry, he's using an example where it's like, if a young player comes and asks me for advice, even if we're playing him, I'm not gonna refuse him. And there was one where he's like, "If I have to prove myself, then just don't pick me," or something like that. Was
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them. And the Prince one, that might have been part of
yeah.
the Jaiswal posting, yeah.
It was, it was. He just sort
Mm.
of continued, and I mean, it was clearly evident that man, of course, like most other human beings, is active on social media. Maybe he has a burner account. He was, I don't know if you remember. So when Prince Yadav got him out for a golden duck, there were a lot of videos doing the rounds that Prince Yadav had spoken to Virat Kohli in the reverse fixture. So Virat Kohli basically told him how to get him out, and then he gets him out, and how is that fair, and all of that nonsense. So Virat was like, I'm not the kind of guy who will think, I only taught him and now he's only getting me out. I don't think that way. For me, it's about ensuring that the Indian cricket is at a standard, at a certain level of standard. And I want to ensure that I leave it at a better place than where it was at, when I came in. So that's the whole point for me. So when I'm sharing it with Jaiswal, I don't think that, what if he uses this against my side and scores more runs? That's basically what he was trying to say. And of course, the Indian cricket team, one interesting tidbit. I actually don't know what to make of it, in the sense I don't think I'm very clearly on Virat's side. When Virat says that I don't have to prove it to anyone, I kind of get where he's coming from. But at the same time, I don't want to fault Gambhir for being like, what, I need some performances, I need some results, I need something to back me up. If you haven't done a lot in red ball cricket for the last 5 years, you can't just be there on the basis of reputation. You'll have to do something.
Yeah, I agree. I think he was rightfully dropped from the team if he was dropped and not or forced to retire.
Agreed. So,
Yeah.
so that bit, I'm still, I'm still on the fence. Like I said, I'm not even saying that Gambhir was also right. I'm pretty sure the way he did it probably wasn't as diplomatic as it should have been for someone of Virat and Rohit's stature. You just have to handle it a bit more sensitively. So that's why even they probably got it wrong. But again, we aren't privy to what exactly happened, because we'll never know what exactly happened unless
Yeah.
we get a chance to meet Virat in person. So.
And the one thing I don't like about them in with ODI cricket is I don't think it's fair on them to be like, okay, we'll judge you after every game. That feels a bit stupid. Like the way to do it would be, we'll give you till I don't know till the England series. Let's say last year someone should have had the talk. You have till the end of the England series. We'll take a judgment on how well you guys are performing at the end of that. Not we'll look at you guys after every series and then
Yeah,
decide your fate. That's a bit stupid
that's
as well.
yeah, that's the exact same point I made. I want to say last September, last October, probably ahead of the India Australia series. So we had also done this video on how do we look at Rohit and Kohli, and that was the exact point. I'm not going to look at just series and let's say Rohit or Virat have 3 failures in that series. I'm not going to be like, yeah, let's win them now. They're done. You can't just do it. You can't be so as if they've done so much for 15 years. You can't just sort of axe them on the basis of 3 games. They need to be given an extended run, and you need to be sure of that call. It cannot be that, let's say, you axe them and then come the IPL, they do something, and then once again you want to go back on that decision. Yeah, you can't do that either. There's no coming back out of a decision like this. Once you say that, we're moving past you, that's it. Virat and Rohit at this stage of their careers, I don't think they're the kind of people who'd be like, yeah, you know what, I'll come back if you guys want me back.
Mm. Yeah, so like, where do you sit on Rohit Sharma for the 27? I think Virat's probably like logged himself in now, right? It's probably Rohit's
Yeah.
place which is under bit of scrutiny, I think. Like, if it's one of those things, so if you want to move on, it has to be after the England series. You can't delay it further because you're not giving the
True.
new guy enough time then, right?
Agreed. I mean, irrespective of what Rohit does, what I'm not a fan of is, people just. Oh, that's played uppishly. I think that's a single. There's a sweeper cover. I'm going to say. I've lost. Yeah. This. Yeah. What I'm not a fan of is people giving interviews and saying, things like, I want to win the 2027 World Cup. Almost trying to prejudice, the rest of the average viewer into just building that narrative. Ki, I should be a part of the World Cup. And this was something I had an issue with even when Virat Kohli in 2021, if I'm not wrong, when he let go of RCB captaincy, he just put out this statement. I'll always play for RCB. I never see myself playing for another side, so I'll retire here. I don't think you should just make, like, I'm not a fan of making such statements, because you're now just sort of giving the audience some ammunition, or giving your fans some ammunition, that in case something happens, if you're dropped or something, then everyone will, of course, naturally come at the establishment, because they'll be like, the player gave so much for the team, the player did so much, he wanted to win the World Cup for his side, he wanted to play the 2027 World Cup, and now here we are, he doesn't even get a chance. That's so unfair. And it's anyway already cool to disown Gambhir, and I myself have been party to that. I won't deny that. But again, I'm not a fan of that. And when it comes to performances,
And
I agree.
Mansfield.
The England series, I think, is the latest. They should take a call. What's happened? Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
think they'll go to the boundary, will it?
No. You need to switch to stream
No.
one again, man.
It just keeps buffering everywhere I go. Let's try something
That's
else.
weird. So Shreyas is asking us, Prince is LSG's best player this season, so obviously he doesn't get the new ball.
I mean, man's done well in the middle overs at the death. I don't think he's been dependent on the new ball to do good things for them.
It's the Bumrah debate again, isn't it? Where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think it, like I agree with them that he should bowl at least a over in the power play, but I don't think what you don't want to do with Prince is basically go Prince will bowl overs 2 and 4 every time, so teams can prepare for it. What you want to the way you want to use Prince is you almost want to use him as a surprise weapon for like on 1 over bursts, till the death where you bowl 2 in a row. Right? That's the way you should. It's the same way like Mumbai at the best use Bumrah, right? Now it's on you to pair him with good new ball bowlers, so you don't need to use him with the new ball very often.
Fair. Like, I do agree with this, but because today they are playing Akash Singh, who is primarily a new ball bowler,
Oh,
I can see why they're not using Prince Yadav, because he is your best bet,
Mhm.
and you can depend on him even in the other phases. That's not the case with Shami and Akash. So you would want to then allocate the overs in such a way that the team as a whole is doing well. So I understand the question. Prince, of course, has been their best bowler. He should have probably been given the new ball to at least for an over, like Varun said. But because they've gone for the new ball option, then I don't know how else will they fit everyone in.
yeah. Yeah, his best phase has been the middle overs, so I can see why they want to use him in the middle more
Yeah.
often.
I really want to see how does Spencer go, for CSK. And if he does well, then who do they let go of next season? Because LS is not a bowler you'd want to see at the auction next year. I'm pretty sure if he goes, he'll also go for big money.
That's a pretty terrible. Oh, what just happened there? Okay, yeah, that's a really bad ball. I think he's lucky for that to not be
Yeah.
hit for 4. Yeah, then and a
True.
good
Just saw the.
2 overs by the Lucknow bowlers after the first over, which to be fair, even the first over was really well bowled. I think it was a bit unlucky that he didn't get a wicket.
100%. 100%. I think this is the over we'll see Samson at least try and attempt a few boundaries. Meanwhile, sorry, there was that question. There was a question
There we
displayed
go.
here. Yeah. I don't think GG has any basis to give VK a performance time limit for the 2027 ODI World Cup. Yes, I still understand. Fair
Yeah,
point,
fair.
right?
Oh, they're appealing.
Yeah. This will be a huge wicket if they have Samson here. Let's see. Let's see what's happened. So, what do you make of Gaikwad, man? Man's average, what, 35-ish, been striking at 120, which
I
I
mean,
would
he's
say
been
was
awful
slow
this
5 years
season,
ago.
so like that's what I think about him.
Sorry, I lost you there. What do you say?
No, I think he's been awful this season. So
Close to the glove for
Raj
sure.
Lakshmi is saying the problem with Rohit is that we have better aggressive openers now, but we still don't have a reliable number 3 who can take the team forward, especially in chases. Maybe Tilak is the new number 3. I don't know. I mean, are we sure we have better aggressive openers? Because I think with Jaiswal, I don't know what his ceiling is in ODI cricket.
I mean, we won't know that until he's given a consistent enough run. So that's there.
Yeah.
What's happened here?
I mean, I like Tilak, but I don't know if he's the automatic new number 3.
Yeah, clearly no glove. I agree. I don't know if Tilak is an automatic number 3 for me right now. Wait, what's India's top 5 looking? I mean, top 6 looking like it right now? Openers, assuming it's
So
Rohit.
Gill and
Yeah.
Rohit, Virat 3,
Hmm.
Shreyas, KL, and I assume Akshar
Hmm.
and Hardik for now. And then 8 might be like Harshit Rana type players, so you're getting
Yeah.
bowling and some depth.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
say Kuldeep, Bumrah is playing, and one of Ashdeep or Siraj or Prasid. That sort of bowlers.
Fair. Hmm. I mean, if not Jaiswal, I'm pretty sure they're talking about the likes of Abhishek Sharma and everyone as well. They're including Vaibhav, Abhishek.
Mm,
Because it's the IPL, it is very common to see
yeah.
all these stakes, right? Like, let's bring everyone in. Priyansh Arya ko khilao. Let's bring this guy in. Let's bring that guy in. So, I get that. I get that. So,
Yeah,
it's
Padikkal
one
is
of those.
incredible in list A cricket.
Padikkal definitely next ODI cycle. I'd be very surprised if Padikkal doesn't, become an India ODI regular.
Yeah. Good shot there. Lofts it.
Oh,
Was that off
lovely
drive,
plays.
cover drive for 4?
I think more like an off drive.
I could never tell with them. All of them are the off drives for me.
For me, it's vibes. It's all about vibes. What do I feel when the shot was played
Mm.
in real time? I just go ahead with it.
I can't imagine KL will open. So Praveen Kumar is saying
Yeah.
KL may open in ODIs if Rohit feels it. No.
I mean, what's the point? He's done so well to cement that number 5 spot. Why do you want to
Mm.
change that? Especially when you have options available. It's not like we don't have enough opening
There's
options
one
available.
slot which is not scarce. It's the
Exactly.
opening slot. So,
Exactly. But
Sai
I really
Sudarshan is
hope.
another good list A option. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
True,
Gaikwad's
true.
in the bench as well, isn't he? And he's out.
Catch
Speaking of
that.
Gaikwad.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is he got a note as
Oh,
well?
man, stop with this. Oh, enough with the notes
At least he
already.
sprinted it
Bloody hell,
out.
just go and write an exam or something if you have that many notes in your pockets. Like, what on earth? Uh, how many is that? 3 this season?
Who else? Who have we had?
I
We had
know.
Raghu.
Yeah, Raghu Sharma had. There was
Who
another.
else? Urvil had one.
Urvel had one, yeah. Third. This is the
Yeah.
third. I don't know. I don't want it to become mainstream. It's fine when it happens once. If it happens every other game, it kind of loses its relevance. Fifth note. Wait, Digvesh also showed a note this time. I thought Digvesh only signs. But about the India chat, I really hope we see an all-rounder coming, man. As much as I love Padikkal
Mm.
and I love all the names mentioned, I really hope there's one top-order batter who can bowl. That's why I was hoping Nitish Kumar Reddy, if he can somehow do well at the top, or somehow if they can
Mm.
squeeze him in somewhere.
I actually think they should invest in his white ball career. Like I don't get why they keep playing him at 8 in Test cricket. So Singer is saying, but why is he not in India? He's got why Mumbai players always preferred. But I assume this is Devdutt Padikkal. So what I think there's an Afghanistan test around the same time. So he might be in the test squad. That's why I don't think they picked Devdutt for the list A.
True.
Sort of the India A squad.
All right, let's hope we have some fun here, Urvil. Come on, don't disappoint us. Zubes are all-rounders, says Abhi. Wow. I don't think even Dubey is that confident in his all-round abilities.
Oh,
Ooh,
nearly
well
hit it.
bowled. Oh, almost goes.
Oof.
That short third was
Good
almost
shot
like a
by
fly slip.
Preston.
Very straight. Good field placement that, and well-directed bouncer. Bouncer more of a back of a length delivery, I guess it was chest high, but yeah. Fine.
You know what? I might
Oof.
as well check who the best list A batters are for India.
Has to be Padikkal at number 1.
Padikkal has to be number 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where do you think Rapa features in this whole conversation?
it's a good question. He's not in. So the other name we have forgotten about is Ishan, of course,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Sanju. He's one as well. I think I don't mind Sanju in ODI
True.
cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I disagree with his fans, of course. Like the fans keep talking about like it's a grave injustice is not in the ODI team. Like which of the top five is he replacing, guys? Let's be realistic here.
Anyway, there's our man
Oh,
Kingslayer Prince. Oi, oi, oi! Lovely first
nearly
ball,
gets
yeah.
him our first ball.
Yeah, lovely, lovely stuff.
Yikes.
Someone's mentioned Smaran. Oh my god. If you're going to Smaran, there are like at least I don't know 5 6 other names who can be spoken about before him.
So since the 2022-2023 season in Vijay Hazare Trophy, Padikal's averaging 99. That's fun.
Wow.
Gaikwad's at 91. Uh, so Prab is 51-1-1. He's not bad. Karun Nair is of course 109. Oh, do you remember the summer? What do you call it? The winter of Karun Nair
Yeah.
last season, last
Winch.
year. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
What's Prab's strike rate?
111.
Oh wow.
So
Not
Jurel
bad.
is averaging 90.
I like the look of Jurel.
Yeah, I don't hate Jurel. Mm. So Rinku is not bad as well. He's averaging 71 in List A cricket.
Where's Parag?
Yeah, Parag was good in the India A's, right? If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, and he was pretty good for Assam last year. I don't know how was his this Vijay Hazare. I mean his 25
Uh,
26 Vijay Hazare
so
trophy.
Parag 65 123.
Not bad, not bad. And he's bowled a fair bit too, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I think India A, I know he was the India's best batter, I want to say, when they played List A cricket. And that's four, just
Yeah.
about. No, it's not a four. They're going to stop it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
comfortably stop.
Wow. Someone Sachin says Parag is overrated. Oh man, come on.
I don't think he's over. He can't be overrated when no one rates you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the India A versus Australia, he made 67 of 42, 58 of 54, and 62 of 55. Yeah, that's what I thought. I
There
think
you
he's the
go.
best
Yeah.
batter.
He's damn good. And I think he's a very useful bowling option to have. I think he's similar to Kedar Jadhav and the likes from back in the day, but a lot more effective in some sense because he does bowl a fair bit at the domestic
Mm.
level. Oh, what's happened here? Prince is happy.
So Gander is saying more notes than a student cheating this year.
Exactly. I
Crazy,
don't know if
man.
you heard about the cheating scam that broke out recently.
I have not.
Okay. I mean, there's so many such scams breaking out that probably this one slipped the cracks. Oh man. Ooh, it's pretty close. There's something about Prince, man, that the whippage that he has, that he generates with his wrist at the point of release,
Hmm.
it's lovely.
He's been so good this season, and that's a
Yeah.
dog shit ball, and he's gotten away with it.
I
Chennai's
think
only
it's
34 for 1 and 5, by the way.
yep. Will be itching right now. He'll need to do something. And next over, I want to see who. Do they go back to Akash for a third? Does Shami come in?
Mm. I'm actually not too familiar about Gleason, I'll be honest. I think he's one of those workman players where he's just a good professional, and then he just keeps playing.
Man's been a replacement player third season running. In 2024, he was a replacement player for CSK. Last year, he was a replacement player for MI.
Yeah.
This year, he's a
What is it?
replacement player for RCB.
I
Yeah.
think RCB also have realized that there's too many young people in the team, so they're up
Yeah.
increasing the age as well.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. But he's very much an Andy Flower kind of player. Andy Flower is a big fan of hit the deck, tall,
yeah, had a
pacey
good
bouncers.
PSL, so that's
Very
good
good
sign.
PSL, yeah. Yeah, tall,
Hmm.
pacey bowlers, not bouncers. And Gleason is again one of those. And he offers definitely better all-phase coverage compared to someone like a Jacob Duffy, who is a primarily new ball bowler, who is primarily a new ball bowler. Mixed up my words. So that way, I wouldn't be surprised if recent starts for them on Sunday, because of the way they're structured. They would probably just want to bring him in instead of Duffy, and that would allow Hazelwood to come back to taking the new ball with Bhuvi. So yeah.
Yeah, he was good in the SH20 as well. Yeah, it looks like he's in good form. And as I said, he's just a good, solid professional. So, yeah. So, Karthik is asking, is finals watch in Berlin also for real? I live in Europe. I have no idea what this is about.
Oh, I think he's referring to what we're doing. I mean, what Combox is doing in Dubai, the watch
Oh,
party. I'm
oh,
assuming
yes,
he's
with the
Karthik
Robbie
to
and all of
confirm.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, folks in Dubai, do check that out. I don't know if we have one of those, the trailer available here on stream, yeah, to show it to you guys. But yeah, it's
Mhm.
definitely going to be a very fascinating watch party for, yeah, for folks in Dubai. It's happening at the Coca-Cola Arena. Who does it feature, Varun? There's Chris Gale,
There's
Robbie, there's
Robbie,
Shreef, yeah,
and then there's Angela Matthews, I think.
Angelo Matthews, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. This is out.
Yippee! Akash gets a second. He's gotten
Incredible
both
skill.
openers.
For
Yeah.
fuck's sake, man. Is he pulled out the note again?
Has he?
I think it was
Oh yeah,
briefly
he
doing it.
has. Yeah, he did. He did. And apparently, it doesn't look like something's written. I think it's been printed. I mean, the effort. I really want to just. So that means at 5 or 4 in the evening, he's gone out, figured a place where he can get this printed, and then come back. Oh man.
Mhm. Because I assume for Chennai, they'll bring Akil or Matt Henry in for the second innings since they only have 3 overseas.
Yeah. Now I really want to know
Mhm.
what's written there, man. What is written there?
Annoying as fuck. Yeah, what do you think of the pitch so far? I don't think it's a road.
Definitely not a road.
Mm.
But
But again, it
definitely
is
not a
Chennai.
marquee either. It's definitely not a 36 for 2 and 5.3 overs kind of surface. Chennai have been
Agreed.
very circumspect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to judge a pitch when Chennai's batting.
Let's see. Let's see.
Aldahar, I'd advise, as your lawyer, I'd advise you not to commit any war crimes.
Yeah. Oh man. You saw what the great cricketer folks had to say about this. It's in line with what Karthik said. Like Bancroft should have just written something on it and told that no, this is a
Yes.
note for you. Yeah. Uh,
And he's trying his best to get out as well, and he hasn't.
Umang meanwhile asks, or rather
Mhm.
states that the jersey looks really bad. Is this the worst in my collection? I think yeah, by far it probably has to be. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's
Mhm.
yeah. And it doesn't have that the kind of sponsor logos also they have. This is so tacky and so out of place, like green ply written in green and yellow and yeah. So
Oof. And he gets off mark.
oof, that was a good ball again. Akash Singh has bowled really well here.
Mhm.
And again, not to sort of say this in hindsight, but you can now see also, like because he's gotten the results, you can see why LSG wanted him to take the new ball ahead of Prince Yadav. And this now ensures that they still have 3 overs of Prince Yadav left, and they also have Chennai on the mat at 37 for 2. So
Oh, high bounce. Yeah, sorry, it's a high bounce pitch, so I think that explains why the
Yeah,
runs are
yeah,
not adding
fair.
up.
Gaikwad, man, Gaikwad's been so bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
consistently
that
high
Samson
bounce
did anything.
pitches. Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Which means that like Marsh and Inglis and all of them should like it then, if it is a high bounce pitch.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
really good over this. And a good power play for Lucknow. Chennai 37 for 2 after 6 overs.
Yep.
Who do they
The
go for
thing
now?
now for because they have Mayank Yadav, I actually see Mayank Yadav coming in. If you say that it's a
Yeah.
high bounce surface at his pace, I think that'll
Mm,
really trouble someone like an Urvil Patel. They wouldn't want to go to spin. Urvil will decimate spin, whatever in whatever form it comes.
that's fair. To be fair, I think he's slugging against everything this season.
Yeah, yeah. But if you bowl, if you bowl at 150 on a surface that has above average bounce, I think Urvil might struggle a bit. But again, yeah,
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
yeah,
So they have so Shabazz is the fifth bowler, and then
yeah.
Abdul Samad is the sixth bowler. Ooh,
Eh.
yeah.
Markram, I think, would be a better sixth bowler if you want to consider.
I kind of agree with you there. So they have Mayank next to assume they will go. He is coming on. Good time, I think, for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great time. Because both these batters have no option but to look to attack at least every once in a while, and
Mhm.
that would help Mayank. That increases the margin for error for Mayank in case if someone plays, to induce a false shot.
Yes, sir.
Righty,
Oh
Mayank
wow.
running in.
Horrible first ball.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. Loses his marble set. Chalo. We have a super chat from Kodnu. Oh, it says, he or she has spoken about what the note said. Apparently, the first note said, Aki on fire. Aki knows how to take wickets in T20s. Looks like a tweet from someone, but I think talking about yourself in third person is immediate negative aura points. I agree. I completely agree. I can't stand people who refer to themselves in first person or third person, however you want to look at it. It's very weird.
Mhm.
Have you seen Seinfeld?
Yeah, I think I've seen the first 4 seasons. I want to say.
There's what's that comedian's name? Yeah, like so Seinfeld has a contemporary like a comedian in that he refers to himself in first person. I want to say it's something Banner, Jason Banner, Jacob. I don't remember the name. Like he keeps saying, Teddy probably. Teddy doesn't like this. Oh, that's Teddy from Brooklyn Nine, and he also refers to himself in
Yes.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, not ban up. Something.
Oh,
Forget it.
wait, what? And that's a 4.
Yeah.
148 kilometers per hour, and he's just gently hit it for 4.
For some reason, I thought it was a slow one. The way he played it. Okay.
Yeah, it just went weirdly. You'd think it just there was no elevation there at all, was there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, do you also think that the speed guns have been juiced up?
I think so. Like Jared believes it to be true. I trust Jared. So
And so does Rabada because Rabada said this on air that I don't think I'm bowling at 150 because I'm bowling
Mhm.
just like how I used to before. I see no difference. So yeah.
So I mean, Himanish is saying the vertical velocity of Rabada has gone up, so I trust Himanish as well. So and even if they're juicing the speed guns, I doubt the Hawkeye guys are juicing vertical velocity.
You'd at least hope that that's not the case.
Hmm. If they do, fair play to them. That is impressive level of shithousery. I don't expect from BCCI.
Meanwhile, Adi asks us, how do we rate Karthik? What are your thoughts so far, Varun, on Karthik Sharma?
Yeah, like he's kind of had a net practice for 3 games, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, based off those net sessions, not that high.
Looks like I don't know, like a milder, lighter junior version of Gaikwad in some sense.
Hmm. No, what surprised me is because in domestic cricket he's supposed to be a hitter, and he's not. He's done everything but hit.
Hmm, that's true.
So I think he has a strike rotation issue from what I've looked at him. So that's a bit concerning.
Sorry, I lost you there. What did you
Oh,
say? He
sorry.
had a word issue?
He had a strike rotation issue.
Strike rotation. Acha.
Hmm.
Ooh. Ah, goes nowhere that. I mean, especially because someone like a Mukul Chaudhary has done so well, and these two hail from the same part of the country. They played at the same academy, so they've played so much. And one guy was rated so much, the other guy not so much. So that was interesting.
Hmm. Yes, him and Salil were supposed to be the two who were
True.
supposed to smack it. There was some good hype around Salil before the season,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Salil, at
Mm.
least, I mean, in some sense, has shown glimpses of it. Karthik, I don't think I've seen any glimpses of him being an attacking batter, like someone who can, get going. I mean, who can sort of start from the get go.
Yeah. They're just checking the concussion.
Yep. So I'm a tad bit surprised, player batters like Abhinav Manu are going unsold. I still do rate him. I think he's a more than decent option to have at least in your squad. I'm not saying he should start for you guys, but having
Mm.
someone like him for KKR or even CSK for that matter, just in case one doesn't work out like it hasn't for them, they could have used him.
Yeah, maybe. They also have Sarfraz, right? I don't think batting is necessarily an
CSK
issue.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
KKR, I really thought could go for him. I mean, because of whatever I've seen, of Abhinav Manohar at the Maharaja Trophy, man's an elite hitter of junk pace. Elite hitter. Like you give him anything junk. I know I'm still expecting the bowlers to, but bowlers do bowl junk balls every now and then. Just like how Mank has bowled one right on cue. So
Yeah. With
I don't
very low sample size against balls over 140 kilometers per hour, Urvil is 22 of 17 balls and two dismissals.
not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean
Not
Aqua Place says Abhinav Manohar never looked good in the IPL and domestic is very different from IPL. I mean, that logic is applicable to everyone.
Mm.
I'm not denying that. And to be honest, Abhinav Manohar himself, I don't think he's gotten enough chances to say that he's not done well enough or he doesn't, he can't do well at this level. I don't think, again, Varun can probably confirm that if I'm wrong on it. But Manohar himself hasn't played too many games or hasn't had too many chances, right?
Possibly. Did he play for SRH last season?
Yeah, he was with SRH last year. He was with
Mm.
GT, in the previous auction cycle for three
He's been
seasons.
a bit shit, I think. I'll be honest.
Fair. I agree. I mean, his
Yeah.
numbers definitely, I don't think he's done anything of note. I think his high score must be in the 30s or 40s. I don't think he
Really
even
good
has a
shot that for four.
so lovely in the gap played.
Yeah, shit ball again, but
Wait,
good shot for.
yeah. How is it that Orville has played fewer balls or deliveries than Karthik? I just realized that.
Yeah, it's
I
a bit
mean, just
crazy. He's
fun now.
barely had any strike.
Hmm. Yeah, a 10 ball over comes to an end, or a nine ball over. Beg your pardon.
So Gander is saying GT would replace Manohar with the bowling around. That is very true.
That is true.
Mm. Yeah. I still think GT is missing a trick by playing Savatia. They should replace him with another bowling arounder.
Who do they have? They have Jayant Yadav.
Yeah, they've not all played all three of Sindhu, Sutar, and Sai Kishore, have they? They only played like two of
No, no.
them at once.
Yeah.
They can play three of them.
Sutar and
Add
Sai Kishore
Washington
has
is there.
pitched in an either or situation. Yeah,
Yeah. Then you have Washington as well anyway. Yeah, play all of them. Might as well.
yeah. In fact, I was about to. Is Lome Road still with them, or they released Lome Road? If I'm not wrong, I don't think he's anymore
I
with
think
them.
he's unsold, no?
Yeah. Went and sold.
Mm.
But yeah, Abhinav Manu, I was just looking at it. 7,625, the number of innings he's played. I don't know what to
Oh,
make of that. Somewhere I still do have a
and we have an
close.
overthrow.
Akash, meanwhile,
Nearly
fourth
an
over,
overthrow.
nice. Like
Mm.
that. Was that last ball a slow one? Or was that just a floaty delivery outside the off stump? It seemed like one of those deep in the hand
Mm.
slow deliveries from Mayank. I don't know if he has that variation with him or that was just a floaty delivery. Yeah, I do get it. If you look at Abhinav's overall
Hey,
numbers,
baby.
average of 50, strike rate of 124.
Here he is,
Yeah.
the surprisingly tall Akshay.
Yep, that's right.
And the surprisingly limber Varun. Is that out? Did I just come back for a wicket? Oh my God, is he bringing out the same note?
Oh,
Is he out?
wait, I think we're still on stream too. Okay, that is out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's at it straight. Yeah, straight to deep mid. And yeah, he takes it out.
Urvil's gone. Yep.
Is there two sides to this tweet that he keeps showing?
Oh, man. You know what's written on the note, right, Jared?
It's a tweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some tweet apparently.
Have we Googled the tweet?
It's not a tweet. It's basically text that looks like a tweet. It's someone had actually super chatted that to us. So let's just see if we can just show it again. Aki on fire. Aki knows how to take wickets in T20. Yeah, it's something on those lines. Just referring to himself.
Oh, I mean, we make fun of Sehwag for talking in the third person, but surely tweeting in the third person, printing it out and showing it to the ground.
Yeah, not
We
great.
were just
It doesn't
Yeah.
take long.
We were
Like the
talking-
first message, I was like, okay, fine. It doesn't take long for it to be really cringy. And unfortunately for him, the better he's playing, the more cringy it is. He may be going viral for his attempt to go viral, but not in the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
that's true.
By the way, Jared, your thoughts on Richard Gleeson?
Has he played in the IPL before?
3 games.
Yeah. He's not a bad bowler, but again, how old is Richard Gleeson? He's got to be like 40.
34,
bit-
I just checked.
How old?
34.
I thought 36. Okay.
No, he's older than 34. Wait, I'll bring him up.
I thought it was 34. Did I look at the wrong person?
I don't
here?
think he remembers his
He's
34th
38.
birthday. He's 38.
He's 30.
I was 38. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did look at the wrong person. Yeah.
Jesus.
Crazy.
It's a bit like the David Payne thing, right? You know, at a certain point, it's not that he was a bad cricketer. I don't think he was ever as good as David Payne. As this is up
Oh, what a
and
shot that
over
is.
the offside for 6. Why not?
Oof.
Was that first ball?
First ball.
Yeah. First
Nice
ball. Wow.
You might
Yeah,
as well.
sorry. I was just telling Akshay before this. We have a lot of extra bounce this pitch.
So
Oh.
just looking at Richard Gleeson here, in the 100, he's gone at 10.3 runs and over. And last year he went at almost 11 runs and over.
I think he was good in the SH20 this season and PSL as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
look, he has had some good form occasionally around that. I'd be shocked. I mean, maybe it's just they wanted a mature player in.
That's what I was saying. It's like a good professional player, isn't he? Like,
Yeah,
knows
he
his
knows
stuff.
what he's doing. He was a really good player when he was young. Did he play for Worcester originally? Was it always Lancashire?
I think not.
Oh, Notts. Yeah. I remember when he was coming through, people thought he was really going to be a top tier international. It just never quite happened for him. I mean, he'd be one of the faster 38-year-old bowlers in the world, I would have thought now, without
Nice.
being express or anything, but he's not, But yeah, he's clever and he works his way through things, but he is 38 and he's not quite at his best anymore, would be my guess. He's one of those guys that if IPL teams were recruiting from England cricket, probably would have played, a couple of seasons. What did we say the other day? Ryan Harris played like 5 seasons in the IPL, right? He's probably the sort of guy that if you're doing your research, comes in for a couple of years, maybe does well, maybe doesn't. But because he's from England, a lot of those players got overlooked.
Is
Like
he a
paint,
new ball
painting.
bowler or is he a first change bowler, Jared?
I mean, he's pretty. He's one of those guys who can kind of work his way through things a little bit. Let me just look up his numbers in the last couple
Yeah,
of
if
years.
that's the case, then they may want him instead of Duffy to bowl first change, right?
Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want to make a guess, but just only because I'm thinking of. I started watching him when he was about 20, and he may no longer be that bowler anymore. Where are we here? Yeah. When did he last play in the IPL?
Last season. He's been a
24.
replacement player in
Oh, that's right.
24
He
and
did play last
25
year,
and now
didn't he? Yeah.
26. Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was recent.
Yeah.
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 He plays for
What do you
Chennai
call
and Mumbai.
Yeah.
He's definitely like at his peak. He would have, as I said, he was kind of picked beyond his peak a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a pretty good top and tail bowler, I would say. He's averaging about 21 in the power play the last 3 years, and then at the death he's averaging about 16, but with an economy of 8.5. So
Mhm.
he's
Not bad.
fine, probably similar to Duffy, maybe with a slightly better death bowling, but he doesn't have the ceiling of Duffy anymore.
Yeah.
Can move the ball around a little bit. As I said, he's fast for someone his age.
Yeah, but I think as we've said, RCB believe a lot in high floors down there with
Yeah,
bowling.
he feels like an RCB kind of backup.
Mm. Sorry, wait. So Gyander is saying, was the tweet sarcastic? I need to know now. I hope it is. So Praveen Kumar is saying RCB should have won the USA all rounder. I assume they mean Shadley.
That's a very different
But-
kind of cricketer, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're not like for like.
No.
Did you guys see the video the other day where he did actually say, Shadley, though, that he had a feeling that the Indian players didn't like slow balls as much?
Mm. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite a fascinating conversation. I can't remember where he did the video, but I thought that was quite a fascinating conversation, really. Apologies to whoever made the video, and I can't remember, but it popped up on the stream as they do.
So the spin is on now.
Yep.
Good time.
Yeah,
I think
no,
the
that-
goodwill is out.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, Jared, we earlier had a super chat about the finals watch party and if that's happening in Berlin too.
It is not happening in Berlin.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
No,
that
I made a joke
takes
in
care of-
I don't know, somewhere I put it up that, and it's a very niche
Yeah.
joke. It's a Leonard Cohen joke. But it's I think the Leonard Cohen song is first we take New York, then we take Berlin. So I said first we go to Dubai, then we do Berlin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
There's
think
a lot of
anyone's
nuance
getting
there. All 7 people who got that joke are sitting there nodding, going, yeah.
that.
LinkedIn, apparently, I put that one up in, but yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
the idea is if my point being is if you know someone in Dubai and you've been watching these shows, if we can get these up and we can make them successful, we can make them happen anywhere. You know, we have talked in other places as well about having these, so we can bring cricketers to, you know, very, very different, you know, places. You know, we've already talked to you about doing some of these in Toronto and in Belgium, for instance.
Oh,
We've talked about doing them in Amsterdam and Dublin, right? Like, if you guys can make sure that this is successful, we can go to other leagues and boards and partners and
And that's the
everything and bring
sixth.
them everywhere. That's a fairly good hit.
Mm-hmm.
Shabazz whacked over deep mid wicket for 6. So yeah, so this is the first one. So if you know, I know actually does know people in Dubai. So actually has to get everyone to come to this thing. Varun, do you know people in Dubai? Are you a Dubai person?
No, I can't say I know a lot of Dubai people.
You don't really know a lot of people though, do you? As
That
a
is also
general
true.
rule. Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah.
There are people who know lots of people, and there are people who don't know lots of people. Why not India? We had plans for India, and they fell through. That very simply, we had a sponsor. Everything was done, and without getting too much into the sponsor, it wasn't really their fault or our fault. It was more to do with the fact that this big orange dude started a war, and it meant that their product was not available. And so they realized that the event would work, but they were a bit afraid that they may not be able to match it with the product, right? And so in this case, it was a bit of an issue because the product was part of the show itself, and we pushed it as far as they could. They pushed it as far as they could, but eventually, I think the people in charge went, look, it's a lot of money to spend for this. So yeah, we were supposed to be in there. I mean, we've been trying to get this up since the World Cup. The problem is that it is a very, very hard concept for people to understand. It hasn't really happened in cricket before. We were just really lucky, I think, as much as anything, that Stars Play heard it and went, yeah, we want to do it. And Stars Play have the rights to cricket, so we can show the cricket in the background. So it's not like you're missing the cricket to hang around with, Chris Gale and me talking nonsense. You're actually watching.
Are you there, by the way?
Oh, I'm hosting. I might host it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There'll be a few other people. We've only we haven't confirmed all the cricketers yet, so we're hoping at least to get one more cricketer on board. But I'll be hosting, and Robbie will be doing a little bit of hosting out there as well. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. There's going to be a bunch of us on the stage.
Deepak coming?
Deepak will be there. I don't think we'll put him on stage. He'll probably be running around as the fixer. That's what you want to do. You want to get a CEO and then make them do really crappy things like, can you get Chris Gale a Diet Coke? But yeah, huge thanks to Stars Play for them getting what we were doing. And then also, like, they're so, it's going to be thousands of people coming in to this event as well. So they're really going all out on the marketing and promotion of this as well. So huge thanks to them. But yeah, a lot of this it's just what we've been working towards for ages. So Dubai, Berlin, Mumbai, Bruges, Malahide. We're coming for you. Toronto. I forgot Toronto. Yeah. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, let's do Prague as well. Might as well.
I'll do Prague.
Have you been Prague, Jared?
No. Isn't it
really
just where Sex Pests go? Is Prague the Sex Pest one?
No idea.
No, I could be wrong. That's why we need Baron. Baron would know instantly if Prague was one of the Sex Pest ones.
So
I'm assuming Akshay's been there.
I haven't. I've offered my services elsewhere. Meanwhile, Prithvi has a super chat. Damn, both CSK and Punjab making it easy for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Whenever SRH's bowling performs well in the first innings, I'm scared for the chase because most bowling teams are much better than us.
Yeah, they're an interesting bowling unit this year, aren't they? Because they're kind of stuck together with sticky tape a little bit. And it's like they can find like one young player to be good at any time, but not all three of them. And the batting is not the batting, the imperial batting of making the final a couple of years ago, right? Like Heinrich has been good, really good, but not that player, and everything else. So I think it's been a little bit confusing, their team, but they're playing good cricket. The funny thing is that them just playing average cricket is so much better than all the other good teams who all got shit at the same time, right? Like, what do you need to be at the moment? Like, there are certain times when you need to understand, wind and how to put the sails up and everything. I think at the moment, you just need to know how to float the boat, and you're doing quite well.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I don't want to take this analogy too far, but I'm about to. But Punjab have put the boat in upside down, and that's not the best way of doing it.
I think the SRS's bowling is a bit conditions dependent, isn't it? Like, Hinge really needs bounce.
Yeah. And Saki probably needs you going quite hard at him, doesn't he?
I think Malinga has been really good for them, right?
He's been fantastic.
But they're probably a bit too dependent. Cummins is reliable, so I don't think it's as bad as you're saying it is, if it makes sense. So Rake Jake is saying batters with strike rate over 215, 220 should get 2 lives for max entertainment. Rule may not be fair, but would exist in my personal utopia. Bring back Goodwood.
I mean, this is a great question or a great comment. The only thing I would say is, if you do this, do you not lose? Like, the whole genius of them having a strike rate over 200 is also in the fact that there's so much danger to it. So I always thought, that's why I thought Gilchrist and Sehwag were so fucking incredible, right? Because they were taking so many risks, and you were like, well, this is obviously not going to last. So when it does last, it takes you to a whole different level. But I do get the point of the joke. And also, where's Irville? How did I miss Irville today?
He got out right when you came in, so yeah, that's sad.
Mm-hmm. It is extremely sad. Damn it. So Andy is asking, less seam than usual. What's par here? I don't think there's been less seam than usual. The first new ball was doing quite a lot.
Yeah, it was moving around a bit, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you look that up, or is that too hard at this ground to? Or do you just not want to?
It's always less. I just don't want to.
Or are you annoyed that I just sent you a 5,000 word piece and said, can you make graphics for it? Or have you not
Did you
seen
send
that
me
yet and you're about to
have not
finish the
seen it.
show and then see it?
I have not seen that yet. No. Did you send it during this live? That's why I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, that's why I was late. I recorded the first
Yeah.
half of it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize the piece was that long. So that I was recording it. I was like, fucking hell, I'm missing half this game. I'm going to have to stop. And I'm like halfway through. I already recorded like 45 minutes of, genius, gold.
Mm-hmm.
Just beautiful, some just like, it's a banger. Might take a year to get up. Good luck, ruck shit, if you're here. It's a much better over from my unk. His first over was a bit shit, right? Sorry, what was that, mate?
How many ball apocalypses are too many ball apocalypses?
I kind of feel that the fourth one I've nailed it. And that doesn't need to come back again. But both of you are probably not aware of a movie franchise called Police Academy. So Police Academy was like one of the first movie franchises, but it was kind of like it was the first one was quite funny, right? And then they just got weirder and weirder because they ran out of things to do. And the titles of the movies themselves get better and better as the movies get worse and worse. And they had 7 movies of this one joke over and over again. Is this what's hit over cover?
Again?
Yeah. I'm just trying to... What was the last one called? Yeah, so Police Academy 5 is called Assignment, Miami Beach. I don't know why they were suddenly there. But Police Academy 4 was called Citizens on Patrol. But that doesn't make any sense because the first Police Academy is basically the fact that they get citizens to come in and be it. So they just named it the same way. But Police Academy 7 is one of my all-time favorite movies. And it's a bit like when Sharknado went to space and all those sorts of things. Because Police Academy 7 is just called Mission to Moscow. And I love the fact that they just went, what if we just set the same film in Russia? What would that mean? Right? It's such a stupid fucking idea. It's not actually one of the worst police academies either. In fact, it's got really good actors in it, that one. But yeah, so that's kind of where we get. So I'm wondering if I could get to Apocalypse 7, Mission to Moscow. As the
so by the way, we've nearly had twice as much seam as we usually do at Lucknow this season in the power play.
This season. Fascinating.
And then Code Noob is saying, I will do Parag, Jared 2026.
Okay. Did I say that? I'm not sexually.
One of those things.
I wouldn't take him to Prague. Yeah. Maybe that's what he had.
Prithvi is saying, let's BBL this up. New rule. As soon as a batter gets out, within 30 seconds, they can choose to sacrifice 2 wickets instead of theirs and keep batting. Opposition gets to choose who are out.
I cannot state this enough of how cool it would be for Shane Watson to make a comeback and have this rule.
You know for a fact, if Sehwag had this rule in 2011, he'd have sacrificed Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even a debate.
He's on record saying that.
Sacrifice tail ender wickets? Oh, sorry. Opposition gets to choose who are out. Ooh, that's a good point.
That's a good rule, actually.
That's a good rule, yeah. I like it.
Someone's just asked if me and Robert have seen The Room yet. No, we haven't. It's September. Varun will be coming along too, by the way. He just doesn't know it yet. But yeah, it's in September. I think it's just after the tests. So I think it fits well. I just have to check with Rob, make sure he's available at that time as well. Do you know what The Room is, actually? Were you part of this?
Yeah,
conversation?
I've seen.
Yeah.
We've spoken about this.
Yeah.
No, I've seen the movie as well. So yeah.
I can't wait to watch it with Rob. The number. Oh my God, Brevis just humps this down the ground. It's so high though. Doesn't matter.
That's a 6.
That is not the
Yeah.
optimal launch angle, bro. Dewald.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird innings so far for Chennai. And Karthik, man, like I don't know what to make of this guy. Jared, thoughts on Karthik? What you've made of him so far?
Should we check my notes?
Yep.
What's his name? Karthik.
Sharma.
I said about Karthik Sharma. Would be better if I could spell his name. Karthik Sharma. Here we go. Okay, so match 44, I said he came in ahead of Safraz, which I still don't understand. As an impact sub, I thought he looked really hesitant and was around 18 off 18 even when he was dropped. Oh, here we go. I do have a good note on him, actually. I said that he really struggled with the spinners. It looks like he wants to come down the wicket and hit them, but the bowlers are too quick for that, and so he gets stuck and he doesn't have a secondary shot against them. So clearly they think he can play spin. I've got another note here that says, around a run a ball, hit 2 lovely sixes from spin, but struggled outside of that. Yeah, I've got notes like scratchy, get stuck, maybe only has one method. So the first note basically says that. The second one doesn't. I don't have anything on the game where he might have actually made runs. He made 41 off 31, and I didn't have any notes from that game on him anyway.
That's not against Mumbai. Against Mumbai, he got a half century. If
It
I'm
was
not
against Delhi.
wrong.
So I'm not loving him. Like,
Again,
I'm not changing my notes massively after today, gents. Oh, shot. I like that shot. It's not making my notes. I'm going to drop off in 5 minutes and go pick up the thing, and then I'll try and head back if I can.
this is one of those shots where he decided that come what may, irrespective of where the ball is, I'm going to go for my shot now.
That thing, do you mean Clem?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's the wrong note. I wanted to put this one up. Unknown Nobody says Karthik is 18 off 18 in 3 games. Is that right? Has he got to 18 off 18 all 3?
Yeah,
That
I
would
think
be
he's 18 of 18
magnificent.
every game.
That is a note I will be using. Unknown Nobody 9.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. So in the brief sample size, he's 59 of 54 versus fast spin and 28 of 20 versus slow spin.
Okay, I'm going to need that off you when I come back. No, can you just send it to me in a message now? So I don't have to write it down
And
myself.
Jared, there's another super chat that probably you can take
I'll
up
just send you the
from
screenshot.
Kono.
Code Noob says, will the Dubai thing be live streamed? I want to hear Srisanth's stories while he was on stage. Can't leave us hanging on finals like yesterday. The actual live event Watchalong can't be live streamed because of the way that Stars Plays rights deal. We are going to be making other shows beforehand. So we've got about an hour and a half beforehand, and we'll do a little bit afterwards as well. And that will be more timely stuff. We're also hoping to get these guys out and whack them into a studio once or twice as well to do some other stuff with them as well. So yeah, the idea is I actually want to retell my Srisanth stories to Srisanth live on stage is the dream. We just have to see if he's up for that. I didn't want to copy and paste it. And so Dickhead here just sends it to me as a photo.
Indeed.
All right, guys. I will see you in a little while. Don't go changing.
Yes,
Bye.
sir. Yeah. Ooh, oh. Past the diving Rishabh Pant there, and another single for a very scratchy knock from Karthik Sharma so far, man. I can't. I just way too many dots. And like you mentioned, he just can't rotate strike. He's just bad.
Also, I don't think Mayank has bowled that well, and he's only gone for 21 and 3.
True. That's true. And Brevis has hardly gotten the strike, man. This guy's been farming the strike.
He can't. It's funny. He can't rotate strike, and he's taking too much strike at the same time.
It's sad. Man, I can't believe this guy is batting above Sarfraz, especially in his current form. Sarfraz should have just been there, man. This team would have been so much more better.
I think maybe I think Jared was saying that, right? Maybe CSK don't think they can make the playoffs, so they're just trying all the young people.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what really CSK fans think.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. But they have a more than decent chance, to be honest. If they win today, they go up to number 3. So,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Righty. By the way, do you have a team that you support?
Chennai, usually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the connect? Dhoni?
Dhoni, yeah.
You've been watching what IPL since inception, since 2008?
It's 2011 for me. It was the first season.
Started off seeing CSK lift the trophy, so that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good debut year because India wins 2011 World Cup as well.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it went to shit the moment India started playing a test match, but it was good till then.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Still
God.
remember those 8 matches.
2019 was a traumatizing year, man, if you're a Dhoni fan. Yeah, got run out twice in 1 year.
I forgot
Yeah, I
about the
think-
Pandya run out almost.
Yeah, as I said, I think the IPL fan in me has been dead inside since the 2019 final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, they won 21 and 23, but it doesn't beat 2019. That's the one they should have won. Mm-hmm. This is very true. So the negative spectrum is saying, I like how after he looked at Dhoni's advanced stats, now when Varun admits he supports CSK for Dhoni, there's almost a tinge of disappointment in his voice. Yeah, I think I was saying in the pod, I know I like Dhoni for non-cricketing reasons, because if I found the 10th of the info I found about him for any other player, I'd be starting hate club on Twitter. So like, there's non-cricketing reasons I like Dhoni. And he goes, is that out? No, it's not. So Rudra Patel is asking, who do you rather play in CSK, Karan MSD or Karthik? I'll take Dhoni. This is more fun to watch at least.
But what do you make of him sort of overstaying his welcome, if that makes sense?
Yeah, though what can we do? It's just it's funny to watch.
The fact that they still milk it, man. Even like as late as yesterday, they're like, yeah, MS Dhoni might make it, to Lucknow, might not make it to Lucknow. I'm like,
And that's a good hit for 6.
6
Yeah,
is
but you
it?
also have to realize I don't take IPL as seriously as I think a lot of people. If you take the IPL seriously, then Dhoni milking it is bad, but I just find it funny. I'm like, how long can they play him? Can he play till he's 50? Can he play in a wheelchair?
No, but my question is, sure, everyone wants him to play. Like, why is he playing? Like, why is he not
That
telling
I don't
himself, yeah, I'm
understand,
too
yeah.
old for this shit?
I think he might be just bored, man.
Then bloody hell, buy more farms and plant more strawberries. Like, what's the
It's just
point
a
of
side
playing
quest thing, yeah.
elite?
Yeah,
Or-
and that's another 6.
Yeah, finally something. Or just play one of those World Championship of Legends and Road Safety Traffic Series and nonsense. Like there are players younger than him who are playing in those tournaments.
Now, do you know what I think? You know how
So-
Chennai have sacrificed a player for each win this season?
Hmm.
I think Dhoni will play in the final and he's their last sacrifice to win the trophy.
Oh boy.
I think that's how they clearly had a meeting with, like, what are they called? Tantrics, right? And then they were like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what we want to do. We'll sacrifice one player for each win and we'll leave Dhoni till the end. So So he'll play his last ever game for us.
What's the count at now? How many players have they lost? 4, 5?
Haven't they lost one every game at this point, basically? No,
I
one
mean,
every win, I
who?
think, is what they've lost.
Yeah, one every win. Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
There's Nathan Ellis, there's Khalil, there's Jamie Overton now. Pretty sure I'm forgetting
Oh, they're
a
changing the
batter.
ball.
Oh, what's happened?
I
Oh,
think he's
just
hit it
regular.
really
Okay.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, there's Ghosh who's gone out, so 4.
Yeah. Matre, let's not forget.
Matre, yeah, that's 5. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And they at 5 wins? No, they're at 6 wins right now. There must be a 6th
Mm.
player. I won't be surprised.
Ellis, yeah, before the season.
Yeah, we counted Ellis. If you want to count Johnson for what it's worth, but Johnson was this
No,
them
no.
shooting themselves in the foot.
I
Like,
feel like there's
why
someone
would
I'm
you
forgetting.
sign a player who will be available only for 2 games? Like, what's the point? Oh, we forgot Dhoni himself. Dhoni is the 6th name if you want to count
Yeah.
him in.
Yeah, expensive over by the Prince.
Yeah.
16 of it.
Alrighty. 108 for 313 overs. Do you think they can go up to 180, 190 from here? Like, will they be able to accelerate that much? 770 should be. It's not. Yeah, it's not impossible. It's not. Yeah, too much of an ask.
Hmm. Just trying to find the graphs Jared asked me. I'm positive I made them at some point. No, it is this one. Yeah, I think did I make these? I feel like I made these. Full pilch, yeah, but yeah, I did make this one. Yes.
I just saw Jared's message on the group.
What did he send on the group?
I don't think I should read it out loud. You should just read it.
Yeah, no, but which one am I missing?
The one in all caps.
Yes. I'm pretty sure he'll say that on live as well.
The postscript is also just as hilarious.
Mhm.
Unless this is an ad for his brother's lawn moving service, I'm out.
Mhm.
Oh,
This is down.
no, I can't stop laughing at the replies. You can find apologies, folks. Apologies.
Mhm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, aldehyde ketone. Oh, that brings me back very unpleasant memories of organic chemistry. But sure, goes on to say, does Karthik have the potential to be the ultimate finishing anchor? I mean, his
Oof.
batchmate from the Aravali Academy has shown some potential. What do you think, Varun? Karthik Sharma, ultimate finishing anchor?
Yeah, I mean he has to finish games for that, but maybe.
So far, he has finished games, but not the way Chennai would have
Mhm.
liked him to.
He could become one. Like technically, Stubbs is the ultimate finishing anchor, isn't he? He has the most potential.
Yeah.
Waste of talent, that bloke.
The thing is, up until I sort of came across him, I did not think of Stubbs as someone who takes time to to start, because for me, when I think of Tristan Stubbs, it is IPL 2024, and I remember all of his 9 ball 28s, 11 ball 30s, 28 ball 80s, and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, this guy can just go hit from the get go. He plays good. I mean, he's also good at Test cricket. He does a lot of things for South
Mhm.
Africa. So I was like, this guy is definitely a top batter. That's it. But then, yeah, this season he's been so bad, and yeah, I did not expect that from him.
My stream is just dying for some reason.
Oh yeah, mine's also been buffering a lot. Right. Well, Shahbaz hasn't bowled too badly here at all. 3 singles of the first 3 balls. Or 4 singles. Make that 4 singles of the first 4 balls. And make that 5 now of the first 5. I mean, yeah. Jeez. Why are they knocking
Yeah,
it around like...
It's one of those things where once you spot a finishing anchor, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
No, I Tilak,
That's
I
true.
can't actually figure out because I've seen Tilak be 30 of 10 as well, more than I think I've seen the other finishing anchors be 30 of 10. Like with Tilak, I genuinely could not tell you at what point he'll be 3 of 10 or 25 of 10. Whereas with Stubbs, I'm like, I can bet my money he'll be 11 of 10 every game.
Oh, well fielded and make that. Oh, they're running. Okay, they get it. All right. So that's 5 singles and a double to make it 7 of the third over from Shahbaz. Not bad at all. Very, very good over. Very tidy over that. I'm not sure why. I don't think they even attempted an aggressive shot. They just nudged it around for singles. It's not like they mistimed
Yeah.
or mishit.
I can't decide what this pitch is.
Again, I know I don't think the surface has been the easiest to bat on, but I still believe it's not a surface where you have to be 8.2 runs per over in this era of hitting. I think they could have easily been scoring at 9s or 10s. It's similar to the surface we saw day before yesterday in Raipur, the RCB KKR surface. There was something in it for the bowlers, but the batters could definitely apply themselves and score runs. There were runs on offer too.
Yeah. Got it finally up and running.
Alrighty.
So Shami's coming on now.
Oh, yeah, this is the over. This has to be the over they target. Does Shami bowl surprise here?
Try to
What is
scoop it and misses. What am I saying? Yeah. So Tejas is asking, how am I a Dhoni fan? And he isn't the best finishing anchor, in my opinion. He is the best finishing anchor. We're talking about current guys, aren't we?
Yeah.
Also, if it helps, I was the Dhoni fan before I knew about the finishing anchor nonsense.
All right.
And he's lofts it for a 6. Incredible shot. And it's just 50.
Come on. Not bad. 35 ball, 52.
I feel like he's always doing this every game.
Just switching streams. Yeah. Oops.
I think Jared did this once where he looked at the difference between ending strike rate and the 20 ball strike rate or something, and the difference between the two.
I mean, the simplest one is to just look at 2 strike rates and set accounts for match situation and all of that.
No, he's asking the different thing like that. I think he's saying like even with true strike rate, you can still do late over acceleration.
Oh, and make up for it. Okay. He just wants the acceleration. Like, what's the extent of acceleration?
So the easiest thing would be you just look at what their strike rate is at the end of the 20 ball mark and what it's at the end and calculate the difference between the two.
Yeah. Would you take 20 and, like, for instance, if a batter has played 50 balls, would you consider the first 20 balls and then what's the strike rate at the 50th ball? Or would you treat the first 20 balls separately and then the next 30 balls separately and then take the difference between the two?
Yeah, you could do both as well. Both work, right? You're just tracking different things there.
Yeah, I feel the second one would be more apt
it's high in
if
the
you
air.
want to know what.
That should be out, but it probably will be dropped. No, they've taken it. Nicely done. Shami gets Brevis out. Ooh, probably a bad time for CSK for Brevis to go now.
Yeah, and he was looking decent, to be honest. I don't think he got enough strike. And that was there, man. That was there to be hit.
He only faced 16 balls. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. That was there to be hit. Come on, man. As a Safa, I expect you to at least take care of the shorter deliveries. LSG's batters will really fancy their chances here because, like you said, if there is above average bounce, the likes of Inglis and Marsh, both in particular, and Markram, if you want to sort of go deeper, all three of them would, enjoy themselves.
Yeah. This is a good time to have Australians and South Africans in your team.
Yeah. Particularly, I mean, both are West Australians, if I'm not wrong, Marsh and Inglis.
Is English Western Australian? I was not aware of that.
I think he's also from Perth. Well, technically he's from England, but I think he plays for
Mm.
Perth.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, he plays for Perth. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yippity. And they've taken the timeout too, of course. Was that the slower short ball?
Yeah, I think it was a slow ball.
Okay. All right.
You shouldn't be able to
Meanwhile,
gander this thing. You shouldn't be able to choose the crowd after 50 of 36.
fair enough.
I'm with you.
Fair enough. Yeah, Karthik, I want to see what's his number has been so far this season. Let's check.
Mhm.
Where's Karthik? There he is. Oh, wow. Averaging 37, striking at 128. Eerily similar to Gaikwad's numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gaikwad's 125 and 31. Uh, I mean, I think teams would find it hard to accommodate one such batter in Chennai. Have two such. Alrighty. Tomorrow's game that way will be interesting. KKR versus GT.
It's pretty again a good game for the tournament. That I think almost every other
Yeah.
top team is supporting for KKR, aren't they?
Yeah, that's true. I think every game, every remaining game has some context, when it comes to the playoffs. I don't think we have any bottom kind of game like MIDC, Lucknow. None of them play each other. They only play the top team. So, yeah, there's something in it for everyone.
Yeah.
Should be fun. And tomorrow the game's at Eden Gardens, right?
Yes.
Oh, should be fun. Oh, Finalen versus them. If Finalen manages to, get stuck in, that'll be fun. That'll actually be fun.
Mm.
Captain Fish and Tips, meanwhile, asks thoughts on Madhav Tiwari. Did you catch that game? DC versus RR, was it? Or Punjab? No, DC versus
Yeah, I
Punjab.
think whenever he landed it on the pitch, he looked fine. But that was pitch also for some reason was moving a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
That
it's
was the
Mr.
most batshit
Jube.
game of cricket I've seen. Like both the Dharamshala games.
Yeah. I hope the next one's also just like that. Just goes till the end and somehow ends up in a result
No,
that no
not
one
just
thought.
that. Like Punjab, I think made over 200 both times, and I still don't understand how they made over 200 both times, and how they lost
They
easily
couldn't
after
defend.
making 200 both times.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday weren't they defending 50 of the last three? How 50 of three is come on, man.
You should win, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's also a fair point. It'll be interesting only if Varun is fit. We still have no update on how
That's
on
four.
what the status is. Oh, nice.
It's
I
12
think
runs
Lucknow
of the
will
over.
take
Good
that.
over this yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, good over, but I
Honestly, I
don't
think
think
both
Lucknow
teams
would
will
mind
win.
that. 12 runs and Brevis's wicket. Is Shami done with his spell or he's got another over left? Yeah,
He's
he's
got
got
one
one
more
more left.
over. So Akash is done.
They would want to score at least
Prince has 2.
20. Akash is done. Prince has 2. Shami has 1. Shabaz has 1. That one over from Shabaz and Shami, that's those 2 overs they should really be looking for at least 30,
And
if not
Mayank
more.
has 1, right?
Yeah, Mayank also has 1.
Yeah.
Do they try and play it safe? Give Shabaz this over, get done with him, and then focus on paces for the rest? Or do you sort of play the other way around where you just front load all your paces and then go to Shabaz for the 20th?
I assume they won't because Dubai is playing, but then you could if you want to bait him.
Fair.
But
But
I don't think
Dubey
Dubai is
versus
as good
Spin.
as versus spin is as people think he is.
Exactly. It's more the reputation
Yeah.
and that. It's just that. It's nothing more. And Shahbaz, in all fairness, versus RCB as well, he did bowl very well in the end. So he's shown that he's got the heart in the streets much to do something there, and I think it is Shahbaz. Yeah, good. Not bad punt. I'm happy with some of the bowling changes he's done, giving Akash, 3 on the trot, not bowling Prince too early, and all of that. I think they've been aggressive here. Nice. You saw the field
Yeah,
setting. I
Shabazz is
missed
bowling, yeah.
out. Yeah, it is Shahbaz. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
everyone's just
everyone's in
from the
front
front,
to spare.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
They have a
Which makes
deep
sense.
point.
Dubey is not a lapper.
That's true. That's true. Makes sense. Fires it in across Dubey. Single. Goes to deep extra cover. Nicely done.
I actually forgot there was a Champions Trophy last year. Again, I think I'm pretty sure we covered it. I just don't remember it.
All I remember is India won. The only reason I know that was because it was on my birthday. So I was like, oh, chalo. That's a nice thing to remember. Nice way
And
to
he
remember
launches
that.
it for a 6.
What's the shot? Was it a slog sweep?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Played. Connected.
Again, I can't say
I
that this
think he
pitch
should
has
do.
no help for spinners or Shabazz has just been bad.
I don't think he's been trying to spin the ball. He's just tried to dart it in. This was, I don't know what were you trying to do at 93 clicks. You're not even bowling it fast enough and you've bowled it in the slot. Just do what you did to Dubey. Just fire it in. Even if it's into the surface slightly shorter, it's fine. Just fire it in so that you don't give Karthik enough time. Because, oh wait, yeah, you only told me, right? Like, you told us that his strike rate versus fast spinners, a lot lesser.
Yeah. I think it's like 1 a ball versus fast spin. Low sample size though, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's a 4.
But,
Yeah, poor bowling.
what's he done? Short and wide?
I think he bowled it at his legs.
Ah, come on, man. What? Again, 94 clicks, like that in between speed. You're giving Karthik enough time to just, I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, you've got to say that he's made up for his slow start. What was he on? 22, 25 of 22, if I'm not wrong, something like that?
Well, I think it was 18 of 18, I think, like he always is.
Oh, yeah. So, next 21 balls, he scored 49 runs. Not bad.
So S. Sharma is saying GT can only be stopped if they play the eliminator.
Fair.
Yeah.
The eliminator is being played in Mullapur in Chandigarh, if I'm not wrong. Or is it Dharamshala? No, I think it's. I'm not sure. I'm confused. Okay, he's slow again. 94 clicks. Oh boy, I don't know. That stump line is not going. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, because he's gotten turn when he's bowled really slow, like sub 90. Oh, he's been fine if he's going above 100. I think you're right. He's stuck in that weird in between zone.
Yeah, and the speed setting is also not
Oof.
making sense. Just do something. Try something else. You're just. I don't know. All right. He's stuck to the same field that he had for Dubey. So I don't know why. Finally, something outside off stump. Okay, nothing happens. Almost plays it onto stumps. But this was also barely outside the off stump, but yeah, good length. He bowled a Yorker. Finally. Right.
And he goes
Who
again.
do
This
they
could
go
be
to
out.
now?
He's out. He's got it in.
Oh, wow. What did he bowl? I'm waiting for the ball.
99 clicks.
Quickish. Not quick enough, but okay. Fair.
Mm.
What was it? Full again?
Yeah, full at his legs again. I think he's tried to hit it, but he misses it. Doesn't completely get under it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
negative
yeah.
spectrum is saying, I think Shabazz Ahmed is peak bits and pieces player.
Fair. But I
Even
think his
domestic
batting
was
is
like
very
incredible.
underutilized. Oh, yeah. He's been like, the man for Bengal. So
Yeah, so what he's averaging in list A cricket, for example, he's averaging 49 at a strike rate of 95, and he's taken wickets at 31, which is not bad. First class cricket, his bowling average of 21 in 42 games and batting
yeah,
average of
he's damn good.
42. Like that's an insane record.
Yep. But I just saw the replays. You could see Shabazz putting in more effort. Like you could see him trying to fire it, and
Mm.
and this was full as well, so that definitely helped. Karthik did not get the
Yeah.
time to go underneath, but okay, not a bad over for Chennai.
Yeah, the
But
Prince is
I
back
don't
in.
think, yeah. Oh, good. So 4 overs left. So what? Prince Mayank, Prince Shami. I don't want Shami to bowl the 17th or the 18th. Sorry.
Mm.
Alrighty. 4 overs to go. You think they can aim for 200? 58 and 4. Again, not impossible. They should be aiming
Seems a
for
bit
200.
difficult. I think maybe
Hey.
190
Hello,
is where they
everyone.
should aim for. Hi, Jared.
Low.
The one he hit for 6 at the start of this over, was that slower in speed?
Yes. I mean, 94. That was the speed he bowled.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
The wicket ball was 99.
Mm.
So he caught up, but it seems like it took him a long time to catch up.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about him?
It was an okay innings in the end, I think. But then it also depends on how good LSG are when they bat, right? If this is a road, it's a horrible innings.
Oh, but great innings if this was 2010, 2011. I still believe, now teams have caught up to sort of players who tend to take time while starting and everything. So, yeah, not sure. I'm
No, I
still
think
not
it
sold on
depends
him.
on what this pitch is, though. Like if this is a 160 to 180 pitch, it's a great knock, right? If it's a over 200
far,
pitch, then it isn't.
Fair. So far, I don't think it's been a 160, 170 kind of surface. I don't think LSG have bowled bad enough, for Chennai to be above par or something. Maybe I might be wrong there. Yeah.
If
So
Samson
Andy's
is
asking
20
his
off
thoughts
20
on-
off this, it may
Yeah.
not be a hugely scoring wicket.
Thoughts on the Karthik knock? What's defendable?
I would say 190 is about par from,
This
180,
feels like a
190.
180-ish pitch.
Fair.
The expected runs, where are we, is 179.
Yeah, fair. 180, 190 is what I felt. So, yeah. If they are able to get to 190, I think that would be a total they would be happy with.
Yeah, that also I think also entirely depends on how much rhythm Spencer Johnson is in.
That's true.
Spencer Johnson, who still exists.
If he gives a none for 50 spell, the game's done, isn't it?
Right.
Oof.
Mr. Dube and Mr. Veer. What do you do?
Who was Akash Singh and his notes? Who was dropped? Who's not available for him to come in? Why am I not remembering?
Avesh Khan wasn't playing. Siddharth wasn't playing.
Avesh Khan.
They dropped Digvesh Rathi.
Yeah, Digvesh wasn't playing, and Akshat Raghuvanshi isn't playing. 4.
I forgot about.
Yeah, Himmat Singh
Avesh
has
Khan.
been dropped.
Oh yeah, Himmat also. Yeah. Slower short ball, well bowled.
Avesh Khan.
Good over by the Prince so far.
Avesh Khan is so far away from an Indian player at the moment. Oh.
The short ball to Dubey, it was a slow one, right? They didn't show the speed. It seemed like a slow one.
This one just
It
now.
felt like it. No, the one before.
This one that was a wide just now was definitely a slow.
Oh yeah, that was a slow one. Yeah.
It almost went backwards.
Yeah.
Mm.
118 clicks.
Has Prashant bowled in this series yet? In this tournament?
He has. Just a few overs,
I
but I
think he
remember
has.
seeing him bowl.
I think I must have missed him.
Oh yeah, he bowled in the power play, right? They tried to use him in that Akil
That's
Hussain
right.
role.
They
I'm
did,
forgetting.
yeah.
Versus whom?
To come back for 2.
Yeah, not a bad over at all.
7 of that
Seven
over.
it.
Really good death over.
Yeah.
So Ankur is asking what's happening with Punjab all of a sudden. Is Ponsing missing something glaring? It turns out if you don't take any wickets and don't take any catches, at some point will come back to haunt you.
If you want the easy answer to this, their batting was massively overperforming, and I'm allowed to say that because, and actually, it's allowed to say that. Varun isn't. Their batting was massively overperforming, and their bowling has actually never even got to par in this tournament. And so, if they had lost the form of their batting and just gone back to even a regular level of batting, and their bowling had gone up to the level that we think it should be on paper, that we wouldn't have seen the drop off we've seen. But unfortunately, all they've done is lost all their form of batting, and they haven't replaced any of it with bowling, which is quite rare to have that much of a drop off.
Yeah.
I mean, their bowling's been so shit for a bowling team that on paper is not that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so they've still somehow made 200 plus scores though, even while not batting well. I don't know how they've done it, but
but again, let's say their batting's gone back to par, Varun. That's fine, but then your bowling has to be near par.
That's true.
I mean, they've had some fluky things this year, right? Like the opening partnership has been fluky. Like the average that they had in the first 8 to 9 games. I mean, not the actual result, but weren't they averaging like 80 at something? Or, no, was it? Oh, Varun's gone.
I have those numbers.
We did the video the other day, but at one stage they had a ridiculous average in the opening partnership. They then had a guy who averaged 18 in the Big Bash, averaging like 40 or 50 and making hundreds for them, right? Like they had a lot of things going right for them that on paper shouldn't have gone right, but the bowling, to be fair, is the opposite, right? And that's just how these things go.
Yep. In the first half of the season, the first 7 games, they averaged 90 in the power play and they were striking at 13 runs per over.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
crazy, insane numbers.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, like I do think they overperform with the bat. Certainly, Cooper Connolly is someone you could throw in there as well. However, they massively underperform with the ball. And so maybe the ending up at around a 50-50 rate, which is looking like where they will end up, is maybe just right. And I'm sure all those people actually will come back and apologize to us for what they said.
I feel so vindicated because I have screenshots. I literally have screenshots because when they were 5-0, or probably 4-0, 5-0 probably, I told people that I don't see them making the top 2. I won't be surprised if they don't make the top 4 either, but I see them as a 3rd or 4th place contender.
We're just seeing a one short here, as he forgot to put his bat over the line. Yeah, I don't even think that I was worried about them being a top 2 team or anything. There were just too many questions over the repeatability of their batting. And then they hadn't played any good sides. That's all I said.
Yeah, that's true.
I was happy to rank them 2nd in the power lists early on.
I still disagree about the batting part, though. I don't know. I think you were right about the bowling, just not taking any wickets coming to haunt them.
But I mean, the way I would
you
say,
can't say though, Varun, that. Okay, so let's say, in your mind, you thought Cooper Connolly was going to hit 450 runs at a plus strike rate this year, did you, Varun?
No, like what you said was you didn't think they would make 220 consistent.
Because fucking Cooper Connolly was batting first drop in this fucking team, and they had 2 happy hitters.
I never trusted Cooper Connolly. My logic was I trusted the openers. Like I didn't expect them to hit.
What do you mean trust? But okay, based on what they did last year, they also could have both had shit years this year. right?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree,
So,
Jared. But
so
I'm
my
saying
point
even
is,
I
look at the other top
if they
threes in
did
the
what they
league.
did last season.
Yeah.
Plus, I
So
trusted Shreyas and I believed
yeah.
in Shashank as well.
So
Right? So I
compare that to
expect them to make 220 consistently. That's what I was saying.
but Varun, compare their top 3
Mhm.
on paper coming into this season
Right.
with the other sides in this league, right? Compare it to LSG's top
Mhm.
3, right? Even
Mhm.
LSG could have been Pooran and Marsh, and they both could have had 500-600 run seasons and been more dominant, right? Like the idea that
Mhm.
this was a team that you could rely on, it was never there. So
No,
it's
like I
fine if
disagree.
you
I
thought they
still
were going to
I
score
trust their
200 more
batting.
often. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
their
still
batting
stand
is
by it.
well, you can stand by it all you want, but no
Mhm.
one could say that there isn't a fluky element to how well they've batted this year. So even if you stand by your analysis of it, you have to admit that you did not expect Cooper Connolly to fucking dominate the way he has, right? And
No, of
no one
course not.
expected the openers to go to the levels that they went to. So you can stand
Yeah,
by
I
your
agree.
analysis, but this is the thing. I was probably wrong, and actually I was probably wrong in the analysis that we did on Punjab, right?
Mhm.
When we were being too harsh on them. And it makes us look better than we are. But if you are honestly sitting here telling me that you thought they were going to bat as good as they did over the first 8 to 9 games based on the batting lineup that you saw, then I question
Mhm.
your sense and saneness and your like
Mhm.
you can't. There's no
No,
way you could look at that top 3 and be like, "Oh, I
you're
trust it. It's
arguing a
definitely
different
going to
argument,
score
Jared.
to over 220 every game." Right? Like it'd be
No, not every game,
madness
but
to
I
think
trust
that.
them to make it. I definitely believe that they can make 220 regularly. On good batting pitches, of course they can.
What, with
Even
Cooper
before
fucking
Cooper
Connolly at number 3? Am I
Yeah,
missing something
even
here?
without him. Even
But he's
without
not
him, I
without
still
him.
would back that.
He's their number
Even without
3.
him, I still
What are you
believed it.
missing?
I still believed it, right? I can't tell you why I believed it, but I trusted them to make 220 regularly. Right?
That's what
By
I'm
the way,
trying to
I
say.
think I was with you. I was with you when you said they were overperforming. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think I
But
was
what
always with you
all I'm
there.
trying to say is, as an analyst, I think it's important for you to say that, like, looking back, right? I don't think we could ever really the first part of that season doesn't actually make sense. Like the team that they have doesn't really make sense in that way. So even when they were doing well, I didn't change my opinion when they started playing well, right? I think that's a really important thing. Only not because they weren't playing well. We've done a whole video on how magnificent their openers were, right? We could do a whole another one on Cooper Connolly as well. But when you look at it, it's very hard to look at that and be like, that looks like a repeatable, well-assembled team, right? Because once you end up with Cooper Connolly backing up the 2 guys that have only ever had, 1.5 seasons between them, right? You are basically tripling down on gut feelings. And I think that's the thing that I think is important for you as an analyst, even if you were right, is to look at that going ahead and be like, did I get this right? Or did I just assume these 2 guys were going to score a lot of runs again? And then they got arsey with the Cooper part of it, right? And I think that's a really important difference between some of these other players, right? And some of these other teams. And that's what I'm saying. When you look on paper and you look at that and you say to yourself, well, is there an issue here? And look, as I said, me and Akshay will get looked at as we're fucking geniuses. We're no more right than anyone else on this, right? But the point being is, I'm just talking from an analysis point of view. I think it's really important to be like, well, wait a minute. Was that the thing? Like, a lot of things had to go right for them to be as good as they were. And it's just, let's imagine Lucknow, who I had where did I have Lucknow last coming in, or second last coming into the season, right? And again, I'm going to look really right. But if Mitch Marsh had scored 650 runs and Pooran had scored 550 runs, they wouldn't be last, would they? They'd be doing okay. They would have won a bunch of games because of those things. And I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say when it comes to repeatability, as boundaries are coming everywhere now.
Yeah. Finally.
No, I think the way I would explain it, I expected them to be around 200, 220. I did not expect them to chase 260 with ease, is the way I would put it.
That's fair.
Right. I think that's where they overperformed my expectations.
Meanwhile, I still can't believe why on earth have they gone to Shami for the 19th over when Prince Yadav was there. Like, he bowled a fantastic 17th over. Why would you change his ends? Now he'll bowl the 20th over from the opposite end. Very bizarre move once again. Like, he was doing just fine.
Tamla de Woods says they could have hit lots of 220s even if Cooper averaged 18 in a strike rate of 200. I don't think his 18 was in a strike rate of 200. 133 or something.
Yeah, he's not a 200 strike rate kind of batter. That's true. But
Yeah.
day after tomorrow's game will be very fascinating. Punjab versus Bangalore. All right.
That's a big game, yeah.
Yep.
If Punjab loses,
Dubey
is that
is just-
basically curtains for them?
Yeah, they're out
It's crazy, isn't it? that
because
they've got
they
here
beat
that
13 and
fast.
30.
Have we ever had a team that's like done this before? Basically won all the games and lost all the games.
I think Punjab themselves did
Punjab-
at one point.
Yeah, they come close. They weren't 6
I
and
mean,
0.
Rajasthan
They were
this year, Jared, they were 5-0
Raj-
and they at the start.
Yeah, but Rajasthan have won games since. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if we've ever seen
Oh,
a
okay.
pattern.
Yeah.
Because it does, I think the kind of league it could actually happen. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
you only need to hit form at the right time and then lose form at the right time. It's not very long. Like I've seen it happen in smaller franchise leagues, right? Where there's 10 or 12 games being played. We've seen it happen in World Cups, right? Pakistan have done it in about 5 World Cups. You know, so it's very possible to do that in that shorter time frame. IPL's kind of in the bit where it's that 14 games is a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, in a couple of seasons from 2028, we've been told that it'll be an 18 match season for every side. So yeah.
Is the ad for an Afghanistani AliExpress basically that
I missed it,
they
sorry.
were showing?
Is that the one where the guy's like in a jockey costume, but it's not quite a jockey costume?
No, I think it's one of those. They had like a different adapters and something at like a shop and showing the map of Afghanistan and everywhere they have shops, I think.
I don't really understand in a score of 164 for 5 how you end up with only 4 players out in the last over. Am I missing something here, guys? Like, what's the reason behind them being this slow that they've penalized themselves for this last over?
I mean,
They're
if
not-
you want, like I'll just say one thing. I mean, if you want to really defend them, they've had only 4 overs of spin, but again, it's still not defensible. Yeah, justifiable.
Yeah.
I mean, the 4 overs of spin thing I get if, like, Shannon Gabriel's one of your bowlers who took like 25 minutes to complete an over.
All right.
It's a lower full toss and is well fielded for 2.
I would also assume, actually, they knew coming in that they were only going to bowl a couple of overs of spin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It just feels.
So who would you guys?
So someone put a message up before. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I can't find it now. Oh yeah. Anchor says, how are all the captains getting calls wrong? Markram bowling the last over, usually not bowling at all in one game. So the usually not bowling at all in that game was a mistake, but it had a lot to do with the left-handers and then where the game went, right? Like, you can disagree with it, but it's not a howler, right? The Markram one is a perfect example of, we see this a lot. Teams try and win the game in the first 19 overs, right? And get themselves into a position where they win it. Those are not howlers. They're not terrible decisions. They're small mistakes that have ended up mushrooming on them a little bit, right? This, I would argue, is a genuine error, and not just of the captain, but of the entire team. If they have been going this slow, where there was ever even a chance they would get to the last over, as this is a ridiculous
What the hell
shot
did
from
happen?
Prashant there.
Oh wow! And he's
Has he got 1 or 2 on that?
it. I have no idea.
I can let you guys know. Oh,
He's got 1.
there? Yeah,
It was
1.
a bouncer above his head, and he just played it like this. You know that game where you stick the card on your face? He played it like that.
Yeah. It was a slower bouncer. That's the only reason why he even got some bad. I don't think he was in any position to play anything there. 120 clicks that.
Yeah, so I think when you're really talking about, there's no possible game where you are playing where you don't make errors. Dhoni makes errors. Owen Morgan make errors. Mike Brearley made errors. Douglas Jardine make errors, right? But there are some things that are unforgivable. And we've seen that at times in this tournament. Ending up at the death where you don't have all your fielders out to me would feel unforgivable. There's no reason to get to this. If you're getting hit for 4s and 6s and you can't come up with it, as Shivan Dubey whips this across the line for 6, full toss, bad ball, really.
Good shot.
They've been doing well here too. They squeezed it back down, Just something they should be able to chase quite easily here. I mean, it's LSG,
Yep.
so these things happen.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just don't see anything in what I haven't seen the whole game. You guys have seen more of this inning so far, but I haven't seen anything that suggests that they should not have finished their overs on time.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, another thing that someone mentioned was they
I mean,
bowled 7
teams in
wides, but
general.
once again,
I feel like teams in general have been slow. That the amount of times we've done watch-alongs, the first innings go for 2 hours is crazy.
Yep.
I wonder if they need to get the penalties earlier too.
Yeah,
100%.
I think as Sharma is
100%.
saying, Punjab started losing tosses. They're good at chasing. Didn't they lose a game chasing?
No, they've lost all tosses in the second half. So
No, I mean there was a
that's
game where they were chasing, weren't they?
Oh yeah, actually no, they won. They won a toss and they were chasing. They failed to chase. 1 second, let me confirm. Versus whom? They did lose one chasing. That's true.
But if that's the case, you're still not a good side,
Hyderabad.
right?
No.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah.
Like if you need that to happen for you, you're probably just not a good side, right? So
Agreed.
you know, you look at Gujarat as Prince Yadav comes in, half volley outside of stump, scooped. I mean, scoop is the wrong shot, but he's kind of got up and under it over backward point for 4.
Mhm.
You look at Gujarat, right, who were not in great form and then played a lot of good sides and then won a bunch of games. That is a side that you're just like, well, they are very road tested at this point. And yes, they didn't play as well as they should have early in the year, but there's lots of different ways they can win a game. If you don't have lots of different ways you can win a game, eventually the toss is going to go against you, or the dew's going to go against you, or, you know, dropping a million catches is going to go against you, as Varun said before.
Yeah. I mean, it's I still can't explain how Gujarat's strategy just works. They just like, we'll just pick 3 batsmen.
Oh my God, that almost
That's
killed
enough
him.
for us.
My
Oof,
God, Prince
this is a good
Yadav
shot.
almost got hit in the face here by an incredible shot by
Yeah.
Dubé.
And Chennai have 180 somehow. Didn't
Is
look
there
like they
any-
were going to get there at all.
Yeah, it's a good couple
Yeah.
of balls here. 6-4-4.
But again,
Sorry, you
once
were
again, I
saying?
want to ask. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
There you go, actually.
I was just saying once again, why would you change his ends? He bowled a brilliant 17th over. It's going well. Why do this? Like, I still don't understand what was the reason for doing something like that.
As this is whacked away for 6.
And that's a 6.
Oh wow.
I think it's very rare during a game of T20 cricket you're kind of noticing which ends people are bowling from, to be honest. I don't even think there are certain players, there are certain grounds where that might come in, but I don't think you'd be. I mean, he's one of the best bowlers in the league. He should be able to bowl from both ends, actually. I mean, clearly he can't because he just got hit into the crowd again, but.
No, but this is more coming from my own experience. I actually found it hard. I personally, and this is again, this is not some professional experience or anything that I'm talking about, but whatever my limited like club cricket and all of it, I genuinely found it hard. Like to get back that rhythm when I was asked to change ends, and especially if it was happening when I was bowling well from an end, it used to sit in my head. You know, I was bowling just fine from that end. Just let me do that. But I completely get it. As professional cricketers, you are expected to you can't give that as an excuse that this was in my end.
I just don't think in modern cricket you can do that, right? I don't think you can say that anymore. It wasn't that long ago people were doing it. I've told the story about Obed McCoy at St. Lucia when I was at St. Lucia where he wouldn't do it, right? Like, it is something that happens. But yeah, when you're going from, I just think you have to get used to it. And if you've got, like, you may not do it with, what's his name? Akash Singh, right? You know, who hasn't played a lot of cricket. You might try and do that. But you can't tell me that Prince Yadav needs a fucking end.
Fair. I'm not you, but my question is
just hit the fucking pitch. Is all I would say.
Very fair, but what was the reason? Like, what was Pant's logic? Like, what was the thinking behind changing his ends when he bowled a brilliant 17th over? Why didn't you give him the 19th? Why was Shami bowled ahead of him? Wouldn't you rather have your best bowler bowl earlier, probably get Dubé or Veer out to ensure that Chennai don't end up scoring 23 runs of the last over? Like, that's my bigger question. Not just the fact that the ends were changed. Why did you have to change? Like, why did you have to push Prince's over to the 20th when he bowled a brilliant 17th?
I don't know. Again, it's one of those things of. Here's my question to you: if Prince Yadav bowled the 19th, and it went for 13 runs, and then Shami bowled the last one, and it went for 23. Would you say that was good or bad?
I mean, that was the best of what they had, so it's fine. Like, I don't.
But
because
that's
here
exactly
they
what's
did
happened
something
here.
else.
It's just the two different
Fair.
bowlers are different. So this is where I go back to what Varun was saying before, right? And the question before about Markram and these other things of like, I think you have to understand when you're doing analysis like this of like, what do you actually think could have happened if Prince Yadav had bowled earlier? What if he bowls this over in the 19th, right?
Completely
And then
agree.
Shami is now bowling the last over in a position where it's just a 23 runs have gone in and the batters are now in a zone. And I think that, like, I don't think this is a terrible mistake. You could argue like maybe you bowl your better bowler in the 19th and he still thinks Mohammad Shami is his better bowler.
But okay,
He could be
I
wrong.
still find it
but-
hard to. Yeah, fair.
I mean, that's the other question I always had is in the first inning, doesn't it make more sense for your best bowler to bowl the 20th to minimize run
Then
scoring as much as you can?
I agree. I've heard that a lot. 20th over in the
Mhm.
first innings and 19th
And
over in the
19th
second
in the
innings
second,
are the
Very
Then
few
bowl
teams
him
do
the
that as
18th
well,
and
but yeah.
20th. Yeah, then bowl him the
Sorry?
18th and 20th. Like, what I don't understand is
Oh,
why
okay.
this. Like, it's more the. I'm just trying to understand what was
Okay.
the logic, the process.
I could
Yeah.
probably give you the logic if you want it, right? The 16th wicket went for 15 runs. 16th over, sorry, went for 15 runs, and maybe they just panicked and brought him on out of rotation to slow them down. And he was maybe he was always supposed to bowl the 18th and the 20th, but Mayank Yadav was supposed to bowl the 17th, right? And they were like, well, Mayank's actually done well after a shitty first over.
Yeah.
We don't want to give him this over now. Let's see if Prince can slow it down, and then we bring Mayank back. My point being on this is, like, people get really, really full on with this. And there are some times when it's absolutely unmistakable. What was the one earlier this year where Gujarat lost a game because they forgot that Prashid Krishna was playing for them, brought him on, and he almost won the game in a
Punjab.
fucking spell,
Yeah,
right?
Punjab.
Right? Perfect example of, like, I think in that situation, you can have a real go at it, right? I think in this situation, I think there's multiple options and there's multiple things at play at any time. And so at that stage, you just got to be like, maybe it's not ideal, but, you know, it's very... The point being, actually, is how often do you actually make the ideal decision in a cricket game? I'm guessing it's probably around 30% of the time for anyone, right? But sometimes you get away with the shit. I did this analysis of an over, I think it might have been on Cricinfo or Substack years ago, where there was the last over of a game and a team won and everyone said how great this bowler had bowled. And I was like, there were 3 full tosses bowled. He just weren't hit. Sometimes they're just not hit. But it's a great over because they weren't hit, right? And so, you know, if Markram had asked his way to victory, everyone would have said that the Markram over was a fucking masterstroke, right? We all know that it was they were checking as well. Anyway, we'll be back in 6 to 7 minutes or however long it takes us all to go and have a wee. Back here on Combox.tv. If you're in Dubai, though, the Coca-Cola Arena for the final, we are going to be there. Lots of us, not these two, but me and other people. Chris Gale. He's one of the people. Angelo Matthews, if he turns up on time. He may not. Cricket has never finished at the close of play. It lives in the arguments, the memories, the comment sections. Cricket makes you talk. Combox is entering that chat. And they don't take wickets. Yet. And this is a big yet. They have been near top of the table for most of the year. In fact, they were undefeated for ages, without bowlers taking poles or fielders catching them. Maybe this is the only franchise. Punjab drop catches, and they don't take wickets. Yet, and this is a big yet, they have been near top of the table for most of the year. In fact, they were undefeated for ages, without bowlers taking poles or fielders catching them. Maybe this is the only franchise in IPL that could combine this kind of record. Until very recently, they have been a deeply unserious team. They are funny, even when they are good, which is maybe a perfect combination. Prateep from Cricket by JB just did a piece looking at all the drops in the league. And they weren't just in front, but 3 drops clear of second. Missed chances don't always mean what fans think they do. A team creating heaps of potential catches will often have more drops as well. However, for them, this obviously affected their bowling. Yuzi Chahal is having an okay season by numbers. If you factor in drops, he's doing much better. So they have a bowling lineup that should on paper take wickets, but on the field they're matched with a team without any hands. This creates a situation where Punjab bowlers can't take any wickets, which is one of the main reasons their team should win games. That means for them to win, which they did a lot early in the season, something went right. And this year, their opening partnership went about as right as anything ever has. Before this year, Punjab had Prabh Singh and Priyansh Arya, and now they've been fully portmanteaued. That is the new trend, like it was for celebrity couples a decade or so back. But while Jay Surya and Travis Sheck are more natural pairings of players who would be stars on their own, this combination feels more random, almost accidental, inspired from their seasons where Punjab were the clown cars of chaos. Yet, they formed this almost perfect modern opening partnership. So now they are Prabh Arya, the two Harlequin hitters of the IPL, and they've won an awful lot of games for Punjab in the last couple of years.
This is my Lotus sofa from FlexiSpot.
You're watching every game this season. Every six, every wicket, every battle. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL final watch party.
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
With legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Sant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.
On the 7th of June 1975, in a run chase of 335, in the men's first World Cup on the opening day, India had to chase 335. Sunil Gavaskar scored 36 not out from 174 balls. He simply decided that the target was too big to chase. He didn't want India to be embarrassed by being bowled out. During the innings, a man ran out on the field to argue with him. Most of us find this funny now, but at the time, this was no joke. 51 years later, in a chase of 265 in 20 overs, Prabh Singh was 41 off 13 balls, and Priyansh Arya was 37 off 11. These are our court jesters of chaos. Gavaskar was doing what he believed was the rational and pragmatic choice for his era and team. Prabh Arya took that logic, scrunched it up, and set it on fire. The relationship between batters and what's possible has been fundamentally rewired. And these two lunatics aren't just the next step in that evolution, they're proof that it is mutated. After 9 games, Prabh and Arya scored 360 runs this season. The partnership average of 51 is the second highest this season. The crazier part is that they're going at 15 runs per over, nearly 3 points better than Hyderabad in second place. And for a minimum of a 300-run partnerships in a season, Prabh and Arya are the fastest scoring opening pair ever. Travis Sheck were all people could talk about a couple of years ago, but they're outperforming them comfortably. They average 86 at 12.4 runs per over in the power play. In fact, they average 20 more than Gujarat, a team set up to make their top order go deep. After 9 games, this was the second highest average by a power play team in an IPL season, and the highest runs per over ever, with the second best team being this year's Boss Baby-led Rajasthan. Punjab have chased 5 targets this season, and 3 of them have been above 210. And in all these chases, these two systematically dismantled the equation needed to win. The required rates dropped by 1, 1.9, and 3.4. I mean, the last one was borderline insulting. In the preseason, I thought one of the major issues for this team would be them regularly chasing 220-plus totals. Not because they didn't have hitting, but because I wasn't sure it was repeatable. And in half a season, they became the most inevitable crushing machine in T20 cricket history. In those first 9 games, Priyansh Arya had scored 283 runs at a strike rate of 250 while averaging 42. Prabh Singh scored 346 runs at a strike rate of 179 and an average of 58. One of them almost always seems to pass 30, despite the fact that the first ball is treated like the last delivery of an innings. The first 10 ball strike rates earlier in the season are 257 for Arya and 189 for Prabh. They were the first and 7th quickest. And we've reached a point in T20 where a guy striking 189 is the anchor. So let's look at him first. Prabh Singh has been around the IPL for a while now. He made his debut in 2019 when he was only 19 himself. However, until 2022, he only played 6 IPL games. So 2023 is the first full season where he made 358 runs, an average of 25 and a strike rate of 150. When you look at it, his true average was minus 14, but a true strike rate of 14. A short haul, big hitter. However, nearly a third of his runs came in one innings. In 2024, they tried him as a number 3, and it didn't work. So he came back to open, and we have what he does now. In 2025, he scored 549 runs with a true average of minus 6, but a true strike rate of plus 16. This year is a little different from 2025 because he's not whacking spin. Instead, he's destroying seam. He stands deep in his crease. Sometimes it feels like he might actually fart the bails off. But from that position, he's doing something crazy, smashing pace everywhere without being dismissed. Through those first 9 games, his true average was 209 against it. And against spin, he wasn't really staying in or smashing it anywhere near that fast. Throughout his career, Prab Simran has been a destroyer full of lengths and bounces. However, a big reason for Prab Simran's development versus pace is him getting better versus good and back of a length deliveries. In 2023, he could not stay in against any length that a normal human seam bowler would deliver to him. And when the bowler went into the wicket aimed at him, he was entirely stuck. But he worked it out, and he has found a way to stay in against lengths and whack it when it's slightly shorter. And with his power, he just needed a method, and he has that now. And what is wild is that he went from someone with weaknesses everywhere to one of the best players in the league against seam. And yet for years, spin was his thing. And if you think Prab Simran is a whole new man, he really is. But like he needs to keep his life in perfect harmony, he's somehow stopped doing well against spin. So this beast man changed his beast mode. But that is okay because he is only half of Prab Arya. Priyansh Arya was a late bloomer. Or it took a little bit longer. His big boom was really after a huge 2024 Delhi Premier League season. He followed that up in the SMAT as well. And suddenly he was an IPL cricketer. And in his first IPL season, he scored 475 runs. And his true average was minus 13, but his true strike rate was 34. He was here for a good time, not a long one. And those numbers were similar across pace and spin. It was just that he went a lot faster against the tweakers. Again, like his brother from another mother, if seamers bowled a good or back of a length delivery to him, he really struggled. You just had to bowl quality deliveries to him and he was out. If we look at the areas that troubled him the most, it was mainly good back of the length outside off stump. He made 57 runs from 39 balls from them, but
You're watching every game this season. Every 6, every wicket, every bat hit. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL final watch party
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
with legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Sant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.
that's right. If you want to come to the first Combox event, you can, because there will be no Rob Barron there.
Very poor effort from you.
Should be pointed out that we were trying to get Rob Barron to the India events, and those are the ones that got cancelled. And the one that actually went ahead was Dubai. And
The Chris Gale one. Never mind where
do you
it
like
is.
Chris Gale? Is that a player that you have any affinity for? You've never mentioned him before.
Yeah, how's it going?
My Gadab bowled well.
He did.
First over was a bit ropey. Anyway, this one's down the leg side, swings, and is a wide.
Yeah, I enjoyed the last 4 balls of that innings because I was on under 185. So I was very pleased that the best bowler went for 20 off his last 4 balls. That cheered me up a lot. This is a absolute dead set 50-50, by the way, this chase. What do you think about that?
I think that's optimistic. I
On
think,
whose part?
I suppose Lucknow are so shit, people just expect them to fail. But you kind of just, I know we've been saying this all year. This is the kind of chase you just need one guy for, right?
And they have a lot of like one guys.
They have a lot of one guys.
Inglis is probably their best one guy that could make this evens look very stupid.
Yeah.
But he also looks like he can get out any ball.
Yeah,
What
I
was he,
suppose though,
77 power play
if
the
he-
other day.
if he whacks just a bunch of 4s, it's kind of over, isn't it? Really early on.
Yeah, it was really confusing because Chennai hoofed the first over, which nobody really does against Shami, and it was swinging, but Sanju went with it, and then he just couldn't score after that. Completely stopped scoring, and they ended up with they got 13 off the first over and 37 off the power play, which is weird.
Oh, this could be 4 as well. This is a terrible start for Chennai. It's a wide, a dot, and then just a bad ball down the leg side. He's bowled 2 of these, Mukesh Chowdhury, and Marsh has just turned that around for 4.
That feels like another one of those that basically everybody that's ever played cricket gets 4 off that ball. He didn't even have to move. He just hit him on the leg and went for 4, and they've given him runs. I think that's thigh pad. Yeah, that's straight off the thigh pad. He's nowhere near that, Mitch Marsh, and he's been given 4 runs for it. That's nice, isn't it? If you can stand still and be given 4 runs playing professional cricket.
Chowdhury in for 4th ball this over, and that's 4 more.
Rubbish.
Same ball again.
This is not the line to bowl, Jared.
Why do they keep showing the same fan over and over again with his MS Dhoni poster?
With his wrongly spelt lose. Nobody can spell that word.
It's the worst word in the English language, isn't it?
Mitchell Marsh hasn't hit the ball on either of those 2 fours that he's been given runs for.
No. Good cricket, though, from him. But, I mean, as you said, a bag of potatoes may have scored these boundaries.
Yeah, but a bag of potatoes would have got 8. And he hasn't hit the ball yet.
Oh, he gets a single here. Mukesh has got it finally online.
Now, if they score 4 off these next 2 balls, which obviously won't happen, but if they do, I would win a bet.
Win a bet?
Yeah, it's my new tactic. I'm going to start winning bets now.
Yeah.
So they were
won't catch on
8.5 to 1 to have the highest first over. So to score more than, how many was it? Yeah, 8.5 to 1 to score more than 13 off this over, which is
Jesus, you couldn't have had a better start then, could you?
I mean, if he keeps bowling there, I'll be fine.
Well, at the very least, though, it's also the best person to get on strike now, right?
Yeah, because Marsh hasn't played any shots and he scored 8 off 2 and he didn't hit the ball either time.
And Inglis will probably try and hit 2 boundaries off these last 2 balls, right?
You would hope so. That's what he's been doing so far.
Comes around the wicket. He does try and hit a boundary. He does hit a boundary. Weirdly enough, for poor Mukesh Chowdhury, it still ends up in the same place at fine leg. But this time he runs across and scoops it. Doesn't get much on it. He appealed, by the way. Mukesh Chowdhury.
What is this over? Where's he trying to bowl?
Well, I don't know what he does. Are they going to review this? What are they reviewing? Didn't it just hit the bat?
Maybe. Is it this umpire's first day? Because one of them it is. One of them is a new umpire.
That wasn't the umpire, though. That was them. They wanted to review it.
But I thought he gave that as runs initially. But
no, I take it back. It was off the thigh pad. I didn't pick that up at all. It went so far off the thigh pad.
Yeah, so that one I thought hit the bat, and the other 2. So basically, they haven't hit the ball with the bat yet, other than that single that Marsh got.
Oh my God, what a ball this is! And they're going to get a single. It's a beauty around the wicket. It launches up and it hits either Inglis on the gloves or on the chest. They've got a single. Rob's got his bet. Yeah,
it happened. I want to bet everyone.
Wait a minute. I don't know which one's which. I think it's the green one.
Well, mine's got plenty of battery left. The winning bet one.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've used it this year, mate.
First bit of the IPL was great, and all the rest have been rubbish.
And Lucknow, it was a 50-50 game, Rob. It is no longer a 50-50 game.
Sure isn't. Although innings mirror a lot, remember. So they might shut up shop for the rest of this power play. But this is not the team that doesn't score in the power play. You must get wickets. Here's someone we haven't seen yet, Spencer Johnson.
Yeah, this should be a wicket that suits him a little bit. Oh my God, that decked in massively. Did that hit him on the arm? I thought it hit the gloves. It might have even hit him on the forearm.
I think it's hit him on the unguarded forearm as well. That's an unplayable ball almost.
If I was Mukesh Chowdhury, I'd bowl more balls like that and less filth down the leg side.
Yeah, he bowled some dreadful balls there. And it doesn't matter what the pitch is doing if you're going to bowl like that, does it?
So they're a 50% chance of winning. They're about 66% chance of winning. Another one down the leg side for Spencer Johnson. The same ball.
So It's 1 year since he played a competitive cricket match, according to Cricinfo.
Oof. Poor
And
guy.
that was the start of a man that hasn't played cricket for a year. But he's been growing his hair.
He's definitely been growing his hair. Do you know what? That might have hit the top of the grip where the sticker is, where it says if it's Harrow. I don't think it is Harrow. Probably an adult size bat. Although Inglis is not the biggest guy in the world, you never know.
Well, he's allowed to go on holiday in the middle of competition, so good luck to him.
You're going to let that go really quickly. Spencer Johnson comes in. This is wide. It's poked at by Inglis and goes out to point for no run. I can just see you about to... Is it possible he got a really good Jet 2 holiday deal?
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the time where I won a holiday?
No,
I won a whole holiday.
That hit in line. I would have thought that the LBW that they were going to appeal for before, the one I thought was off the bat, was hit in line, but it was still missing. It was going over the top.
That's nuts.
I thought it just hit outside the line, but was hitting the stumps. It's the exact opposite of what I would have said.
Yeah, I assume the same as you. It's obviously bouncing a bit more than it looks like
Oh,
it is.
short, pulled, muffled, and almost caught at mid-wicket by Noor Ahmed, who's more athlete than man.
Come on. He's not, is he?
Well, what I mean is he's quite a jumpy person. Don't you see him as jumpy?
Yeah, but that's not almost caught because he can't catch, Jared. And
He took one of those earlier this year.
okay, he can occasionally luckily catch, but
He
was
occasionally
never,
gets to the ball, is the way I would look at it.
but he didn't get to that ball.
No, not that one. He wasn't actually anywhere near it. He was more likely to headbutt it than he was
He's
to catch
doing
it.
an impression of someone that's trying to catch it who has 0% chance of catching it.
We've all done that before. Someone did that the other day. I can't remember who it was, but someone did the big throw up their arms and the ball went like 5 rows behind them. And I was like, who are you trying to fake out here? Oh, what a delivery by Spencer Johnson, but it's going to be runs because Sanju Sampson hasn't pouched it, but partly because it was such a great ball. 142 k's an hour, swinging, angling away and then swinging back.
Wow. That's a great ball. That has cut him in half. It's bouncing too much because that would have bowled him, wouldn't it? That's completely gone through him.
Yeah, it's over leg stump, isn't it?
It's bouncing too much.
Actually, looking at that again, Samji probably should have stopped that, by the way.
Yeah. Do you go a bit fuller there then and try and bowl him, or do you just stick with that because it's chopping him up?
Well, the bounce is quite good, though, isn't it? Maybe you want to...
Because he's had one off the slice as well.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of balls bounce well, and one from Mokush as well at the other end. I think you might play for the bounce here as much as anything. Anyway, Mitch Marsh, who I forgot was out there, he's batting again. They're 19 without loss. They've changed their percentage chance of winning quite a bit in these 9 balls. Another ball down the leg side. They got a leg slip in place. Is MS Dhoni captaining today? I don't mind that on this pitch with what's happening at the moment. I don't want him bowling for it though, Rob.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make. This has been another quite confusing game, I think, because it's felt like... So Dharamsala is really confusing me this season because it feels like it's sometimes impossible, but you must score at least 200. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. And this pitch I haven't worked out either. I don't... Like the market said 184 is exactly par, and I don't know what to make of that. I didn't think that Lucknow should have been favourites before this game when you think about how this season has gone for both these teams. But they were. So yeah, I'm quite confused, and I'm not normally completely confused on game. What is it? Game 422 of this IPL.
59, if I'm not
59th
mistaken.
game, 15 left.
I only know this is the only year in my life that I've ever known that. It's only because I've been keeping this diary of this tournament, and so I literally have it in front of me. So, Spencer Johnson, he's come back over. This is good, and it hits Mitchell Marsh on the hip. There's no run.
A bit of everything this over, but it looked like... I think if you run this over back, he gets a wicket a lot of times, doesn't he? If you do this 1,000 times, he's probably getting a wicket like 300 of them or something.
I'm so glad that he's back, because this is a guy that... When we have seen him fully fit and bowling well, he's been one of the best bowlers in the world, and we've seen that for almost no time at all. I'm not sure we've ever seen him at his peak in the IPL, for instance.
No, Spencer hasn't done. He's only played 10 and got 5 wickets or something, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And been going at 10 and over. So he hasn't done anything in the IPL. But
Another beautiful ball beats the bat.
Again.
Yeah. This looks like proper Spencer, though. This looks like the Spencer who no one scored a run off for a whole spell in the 100, right?
So that was as terrifying a spell in terms of just bowler being on top of a bat as I think I've ever seen in white ball. There was a Mark Wood one that springs to mind. There was obviously the Lockie one, but that was against PNG, wasn't it? When no one scored a run off him. But that one in the 100 was against, pro senior players. No offense to PNG, who have got some plenty of good players, but they couldn't get anywhere near him. He was completely unplayable in that spell. I remember that one very well. So now they've gone to their best bowler this season because Chowdhury was bowling everything on the thigh pad and the umpire was giving Marsh runs for it every time it hit it and went away for 4. So proper bowler on now. I can sense the wicket here, Jared.
Yeah.
Neither of these have looked at all comfortable. 20 for none flatters them, doesn't it?
Campodge coming in. Leg slip still in place. This is outside off stump, though, and punched through the... I say punched. It was more of a full-blooded drive through the offside from Inglis, and they'll take a boundary there. Win, lose, or tie. Sometimes when you really win, you really lose. Did I tell you I showed my son that film the other day, by the way? I don't know how I never showed him it before, probably because the swearing and my wife, but he loved it.
Which son?
Zed didn't watch the first bit because he was like, basketball movie, and then he came in halfway through and was like, this sounds like a movie I would like. This is spooned up on the leg side. It was not well timed, and they're going to get 3, I reckon. Does Spencer Johnson keep it down to 2? Surely
Maybe.
they got 3 there, didn't they? No, 3.
3, nice.
I don't know. Was it Chowdhury? He was chasing it out to the boundary, and he dived, and it took him forever to get there. That was one of my shots. That was actually an Ian Healy shot from Inglis there. Remember Ian Healy used to play that sort of slog on the leg side that always seemed to hit way higher up on his bat than it ever needed to? Like, he never hit it off the middle of the bat. It was always off the stickers.
So that is the 4th. No, it isn't. It's the 3rd 3 in the 3rd over in this IPL. Thank you to Varun for sending me all these stats earlier on. Because we all have a 3, don't we?
Oh, he backs away. It smashes this through the offside, does Mitch Marsh. And, yeah.
It feels like their control percentage is about 10 so far.
-7.
And they're 31 off 15. And it doesn't feel like they're on top, the batting team.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something nice about Varun. And
threes. So Varun sent me all the stats from all the balls because I'm obsessed with the over 12, over 13 disparity this season.
Yeah.
And over 10 going for no runs is also very surprising. The lowest scoring over on this IPL is over number 10, which is weird. And it's a lot lower than over number 9 and over number...
Oh, my God.
7. Bloody hell.
Mitch Marsh decided to leave this ball before it was bowled. And it's angled in and almost taken off stump.
This is what you call doing a bit. Right. Yeah, so as fans of threes, which you and I both very much are, Jared, they are concentrated in overs 1 and 2, which makes sense if you think about it, because that's when you've got your most aggressive fields. So edges or wet outfields can cause the 3 because there's no men anywhere, right? So that's when the 3s are happening, apart from the mysterious and unknown over number 13, which seems to have had 3 of them in this season somehow.
Dot ball here is just pushed on the outside. Someone said something about they thought I just had 2 kids. I have 2 boys and a girl. We used to put both the boys on the videos, but the boys, even though they look very different now, when they were young, they looked very similar. They got mistaken for twins quite a lot. And so I think people didn't realize there were 2 different kids doing the videos. They just thought it was the same kid twice. But yeah, Zachariah and Ezekiel are there. And then the Thing, she's around as well.
It's a wonderful film, and I'm going to watch it again. Probably not with my 9-year-old daughter, but soon.
Yeah, she might be too old for it. Is this one that's pushed out on the offside and there's no run? And then someone else said, damn, Jared is a boomer. Never heard a comparison to the older Healy ever in my life. And literally, I've written about him about 10 times, man. I'm a cricket historian. Like, believe it or not, also when I mention Victor Trumper, doesn't mean I saw them. Like, sometimes just knowing how a cricketer plays is like the job of being.
Yeah, like I know about World War II and stuff, but I didn't take part. You're allowed to know about things before you're born. But Victor Trumper's one of the best lads ever in cricket, isn't he?
Yeah. And Tam says, do you think Alyssa Healy is more or less famous than Ian Healy? I would say now in Australia, I think Alyssa's probably gone past. Worldwide, Ian Healy was never that famous as a cricketer worldwide. I mean, the Shane Warne thing is the only thing that really dragged him up, right? But in Australia, he was really, really famous, partly because of Warne and partly because he played for so long.
He went straight into comms as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Pretty soon after. This is slogged across the line by Inglis. It should be 6. And it should be 6 by some distance.
That has gone many a mile, that one.
I don't want to say this game is over, Rob, because that's the wrong way of looking at it.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? It feels like the bowlers had the conditions to be on top in this defence, and they have now completely buggered it up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how. I think you can blame the leg side insistence for them being behind in this game, because they've gone from 50% to 30%, right, in these first few overs.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you don't land it in the right place. Because
and if this wasn't Lucknow, by the way, it would be 85%, wouldn't it?
Right. Exactly. So this should be top of off. This is in Lucknow. Is that what you said?
No. I'm saying if this wasn't Lucknow batting.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It would,
yeah.
If this was another team everyone trusted, there was nothing wrong with that ball. That was a good delivery by Johnson. It got hammered. This is a good delivery. They have half an appeal, but he backed away the Inglis and almost gets a little edge through.
Yeah, it should be top of off, not.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a bit wider.
6 inches down leg.
And maybe slightly too full as well, that one. But yeah, if they had bowled the balls in the right area on the pitch that is giving them help, they would have done better, is what you're saying, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not like the bats have absolutely bossed it here. I think there's been 2 convincing shots, both by Inglis, and loads of lucky ones from Mitch Marsh.
Yeah.
But it's definitely better to be lucky than good at everything.
Yeah. Johnson in again, short. He misses this one with a big hook shot. It was quite high. I think about reviewing it actually, but I can't imagine it was. I don't think it's worth reviewing. Also, Spencer Johnson's actually bowling quite well here. I'm not sure I need to face another delivery off him.
Yeah, that's true. They're doing absolutely fine here, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think the threats unless Noor is awesome, it feels like the biggest threats are diminishing now because the ball's not going to keep doing stuff, is it?
Rohit said Australia players have already said they want to play SA20 over BBL. By the way, that's been disputed as well. I think some of that hasn't it at this stage. Outside off stump and pushed down to third. With ETPL coming, what's the ETPL?
Don't know. Isn't that European one?
Well, that isn't going to be played during the same period, mate. If Big Bash doesn't privatise, theirs is dead. Survival of the fittest actually is with us. The Australian players don't play in the Big Bash anyway. If you privatise that league, right? This is what I've said before. Actually knows my views on that. If you privatise that league, the players still can go and play in other leagues. Like that doesn't guarantee that they're going to play for Australia if another league has more money. And B, the players are supposed to be playing international cricket at that time, Rohit. Right? So you're telling me that Cricket Australia is going to run a league and they are going to stop making money from the other part of it that they've been making money from generations from to be able to do this. I just don't think people actually understand what they're saying when they're talking about privatising the Big Bash. It doesn't solve that many issues for Cricket Australia and it brings about a whole bunch more. When it comes down to it, I don't really see how this helps them in the short term rather than just paying the players to play international cricket. So SA20 at the moment, what's the major contract for SA20 at the moment? Does anyone know?
No.
14 million rand for Markram and Stubbs, I'm going to say.
So what would that be in US dollars? Anyone know?
Let us do that.
400 grand?
That is 800 grand.
800 US dollars.
Yeah, 838. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Australian players are still getting paid more than that much to play for Australia at the top end already.
How's it going, actually?
Going good, going good. It's going pretty good. I'm surprised with the way the power play has fared so far for Chennai and Lucknow.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Really weird. Really strange.
Yep.
I'm surrounded by two people here that both claim to be 6 foot, and I'm positive neither of them are, even though we measured Jared live in real life. Are you a bowler, actually? Have we had this before? Are you a bowler?
I am. I mean, I do run in and bowl. I don't want to go as far as to say and call myself a pacer, but yeah, I do run in and bowl, and I bat in the middle order.
He did claim recently, as this is hit over covers for 6 by Mitch Marsh. I don't want to say game over because it's not game over, but at the same stage, my God, this has been a terrible start by Chennai.
Awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was shorter. I mean, it probably was short, but he ran at it and he just whacked it.
Fantastic shot.
God, what a hit.
Yeah. The other day, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard. So Varun and I, we were talking about how both of us were slightly sick yesterday. So I was telling the reason why I was a bit under the weather. I wasn't exactly sick. Partly had to do with the fact that Deepak wanted to play cricket at 1 in the night. And it was great fun. It was great fun.
Whoa, we need to hear a lot more about this. This is a short, pulled away for another 6 by Mitch Marsh. Cambodge is not Cambodging in this game, everybody. I can tell you that.
He really isn't.
Yeah, but Marsh is marshing for sure.
They've got to be about a 90% chance from here, Rob.
Yeah, that was so easy, that 6.
Why will the market not believe in this terrible team?
You know why? Yeah, right. It's because it's Lucknow. 79% apparently. It does feel like more than that, doesn't it?
Now, we need to hear more about the fact that Deepak made you play cricket drunk at 1 a.m. Yeah. I'm just assuming the drunk.
So hang on, actually sacked off work.
We weren't
drunk is what we're hearing.
Yeah. No, we weren't drunk. None of us were drunk. I don't think we had the chance to even grab some beer or anything.
Okay, sorry. So stoned.
Yeah.
Continue.
All right, stoned it is. Let's go with stoned. So we finished our dinner and we were thinking what to do. And
is this another 6?
Yes, it
3
is.
6s in a row.
Wowzers.
All right. I don't want to jinx it by sort of asking that question. So let's just see how it goes. But yeah. Deepak's like, let's play some cricket. It'll be great fun to play cricket at 1 a.m. in the night. And
was Robbie with you at that point? Surely Robbie had left.
He wasn't. So
there's no way Robbie is allowing that. Cricketers don't like to play cricket for fun.
Exactly. So he lured us into believing that Robbie might come. Just like how Chennai have been titillating their fans that MS Dhoni might play. He's fit. He might play. He might not play. So he did mention that Robbie might come. He might also join us. Like, that'll be great fun. I mean, playing with an IPL winner, that must be something. So we're like, okay.
Oh my God, a 4th 6.
What if he gets 36? What if he gets 36 off Cambodge? That can't happen, can it? You can't score 36 off Cambodge. Right?
Is Cambodge basically bowling the same line? Okay, the first one was hit on the offside, so we give him that. Yeah. The last 3, though, have been just at the ribcage. I mean, that's a little bit fuller. Maybe that one.
I'm going to see what odds it is for the last ball of this over to be a 6.
You have to go wide Yorker here, don't you?
I don't agree with the market. So what do you think the odds are on the last?
It's very rare that specialist bowlers go for 6 6s and an over, Rob. I've done the research, remember? Very rare.
Are you not saying Dhananjaya is a specialist bowler?
Hey?
Yeah.
Dhananjaya and Stuart Broad are not specialist bowlers, is what I'm saying. Here we go. 5th ball. Smashed down the ground for 4.
0.
Well, sorry, would have been 4,
1.
but he hit the stumps.
2.
No runs. That's maybe one of the best shots for no runs you will ever see in your life.
It really is. Like, to be fair, he was given 8 runs where he didn't hit the ball at all. But he's been robbed of 4 there because it hit Cameron.
Oh, wait, did that hit his foot?
Size 11. Yeah.
I thought it hit the stumps.
Oh, yeah, it's hit his foot. Okay.
Jeez, he's lucky not to hurt himself here.
He has nearly booted that for 4 off his own ankle. Yeah, 6.8 was the price for this ball to be a 6, which is 14.
This ball, I believe, could be a 6 again.
15% chance, apparently. I think it's higher. He's going to have a mo at this.
Yeah.
Cambodge coming in again. It's a full toss down the leg side. Hit that for 6. You can't. He's hit it for 4.
Oh.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant, Rob, by the fact that eventually you can bowl that ball and not get hit for 6.
Dan Van Bunga didn't work that one out, did he? When he was bowling it.
But if you look at the vast majority of them, they don't actually. They're very rarely specialist bowlers. But the best one is it Malcolm Nash, who was the Sobers guy?
Yeah.
Right. My favorite thing is Malcolm Nash was one of those, and this was very common. I don't know how much people know this, but in the 60s, 70s, 80s, that period, it was very common for your left arm seamer to come back on and bowl left arm finger spin. Right. Very, very common. India had a great one of those. What was the guy who played for India, Akshay? The left arm seamer.
Left-armer.
Yeah.
I want to say Carson Garvey bowled both.
Carson Garvey. There we go. Carson Garvey.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know you knew anything about cricket history either. Maybe if I asked you a question about women, you wouldn't have known it. But Carson Garvey was one of them. But there were heaps of people like this. And Malcolm Nash did that. But what I love, Robbie, is Garfield Sobers is smashing them everywhere. This guy could bowl medium pace, and he just kept bowling spin to Sobers. At what stage does someone not tap you on the shoulder and go, how about a bumper?
Was that the first ever one? Like the first proper 6
First professional one, yeah.
Because one of them was a drop, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, one of them was dropped over the rope.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, neither do I. Oh, I think I've seen
footage that I've seen anyway. There's somebody right on the rope. I think it's like long on sort of area.
Spencer Johnson comes back. He's actually done really well in all this. He's gone for 12 runs off 2 overs, but he's been slashed for 4 by Inglis at the moment.
Who's the bald guy that looks quite funny? That's the LSG physio. Really distinctive looking fella.
Patrick Farhat. Farhat.
He's been around forever, hasn't he? Was he India?
Yeah, he was with India. He was with Delhi Capitals up until 2 years ago. Patrick Farhat.
Let me look him up. So in my head, do you know, are you two familiar? I reckon one of you might be, and one of you probably
I know which one it's going to be.
Are you familiar with Popeye, like the old school Popeye?
Yes.
So Olive Oil's brother.
Oh, it's a big slog at this one and he misses it. Olive Oil's brother. How have we got there after a guy just hit 4 6s in a row so quickly? And yet that's what we do.
Olive Oil's brother is called Castor Oil, right? In Popeye. Google him now and tell me it doesn't look exactly like Patrick Farhat. Castor Oil, OYL. I mean, it's the same person.
I just can't get over the fact that Olive Oil had a brother whose name was
Just bald. You just showed me a bald cartoon.
No, it's the same man. It looks exactly like him.
Jared, you spoke about, Pacers bowling spin. Wasn't Sobers himself one of those? He also used to bowl spin at times, right?
He is very rare, though. He went the other way. He started as a spinner, and then at 28, he was bowling in the nets. And Frank Worrell is like, you might be our second best seamer. And he literally just started bowling seam from there. And within about a couple of weeks, he was their new ball bowler.
Wow.
Yeah, usually it was the other way. So there was a guy who did it up until very recently. It was still a thing that happened in cricket. We don't see it as much anymore. But Rob will know. There's a guy called, was it Graham Wagg? Played for Glamorgan.
Yeah.
He's the last guy I've seen do it, actually. As a proper professional regularly. I'm not talking about like Ollie Robertson bowling spin on one day or something. I'm talking about someone. So Graham Wagg would do it. He would bowl with the new ball for about 12 over spell with Glamorgan. As this is launched over mid-off. He didn't get all of that off the back foot, Marsh, but it's another 4. Graham Wagg would bowl like big opening spells, and then he would come on later and just bowl left arm finger spin defensively for Glamorgan.
He got in trouble, didn't he? And got banned for a few years. Yeah, he was on the old Columbia marching powder.
Oh, okay. But, I'm okay with that. Shouldn't be banned for cocaine, should you?
Hey?
You shouldn't be banned for cocaine.
Well, now, this is interesting because there are various arguments as to whether it's performance enhancing or not. For cricket, I would say probably not, but don't really
Another
know.
4 by Mitch Marsh. This is that his 50 off 21 balls?
Well, he's been awarded 50 by the umpires, but he's actually only scored 42. But yeah, he's been given 50. That's a 1 bounce 4 that's gone like a bullet. And I mean, how badly have Chennai messed this power play up?
Well, is this the end of their season? Probably not, right?
Well, it's not
Pretty
far
much. It's pretty much
because
the
they're
end
going to
of
get
the
a net
season.
run rate drubbing as well, aren't they?
Yeah. And they're also, this is one of the games that was the easiest to win. So even if they come back, it's much harder from here, right?
They got to go SRA.
This is going to be 6 again by Mitch Marsh.
Yeah. Yep.
Not only just, to be fair, but...
Okay, now he's got 50. No, he hasn't. He still hasn't got 50. He's got 48.
No, he's got his 50 already, right? He's
but he scored 2 off the pad that I'm not awarding him, I'm afraid, actually. He got 2 boundaries that were given to him, and he didn't touch either of them, and I'm going to complain to my nan, see what she does about it.
I'm just looking at Graham Wagg's profile here, and it says he was an under-19 player for England, and then he really struggled to get into the side. And the next line is, perhaps it was a frustration with his limited game time that turned Wag to drugs. That's a bit of a leap.
He just liked drugs.
In a Cricinfo profile, that just feels like an awfully big leap to me.
He just liked drugs.
Unfortunately, no one's saying Cricinfo is showing Graham back PR.
So they lost that power play by 49 runs, did Chennai? How about this? How about this, stats fans? Chennai have scored 725 power play runs in this IPL. How many do you reckon they've conceded, actually?
They've been one of the worst sides, I know that. I would say 950.
So they've scored 725. Jared, do you want to have a guess?
What was the question?
Chennai have scored 725 runs in the power play this season.
Yes,
How many have they conceded?
They have conceded 867, Rob, I think you'll find.
They've conceded 725. They are net zero.
Net zero.
For the power play. They are net zero.
You
want to hear?
Built it up to be something, Rob.
That is
something. They've got exactly zero. They've scored exactly the same as they've conceded. If that isn't something to you, actually, we can't be friends anymore.
No, I was expecting something extreme.
That is extreme.
That's net zero. What are the odds it was going to be net zero of all the answers?
They just lost the power play by 49 runs, and they're net zero for the whole season.
He was suspended for 1 year for cocaine.
A whole year.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Now, I want to know.
Conversations.
He was also
campaign performance enhancing, right? Because I'm going to tell you about something where it was performance enhancing in a minute. But do you think it is?
No.
For cricket?
No.
I'll tell you what it is for, right? Because there was
cricket is a decision-making sport, right? Cocaine isn't helping him making any fucking decisions, from what I could tell of my friends.
Right. So when I started working in the bookies, this is how the world has changed. We're talking early 2000s, right? I worked for a company called Stan James, RIP. They're no longer with us, but they're a really, really good firm. And once or maybe twice a year, we took over a pub called the Shears near the office, right? And they opened at like 8 a.m. for our staff. It was like on a quiet Monday. And we had a pool and darts competition between all the staff, right? For a whole day and a whole night. And obviously everybody got smashed and it got really, really rowdy. But because everyone loves betting, my mate of mine, AD, really, really good lad, he thought it'd be a good idea to do the book on this. So he was writing odds for every single match. Now there was a couple of the pool guys had played for England, I think, and there was a couple of the darts guys that had played like county darts who are actually really good. But he got completely murdered by everybody betting on themselves and against their mates and all the rest of it. And one of the guys, who I won't name, obviously, but he got much further than he should have done in the darts, and he got all his mates to back him because he was snorting things that you perhaps shouldn't in a work setting.
At a work meet.
And that was definitely performance enhancing for his darts. He couldn't miss.
I once.
So it is for that sport.
I'm not very good at snooker, and I once stayed on the table for an entire night with people who could play snooker. Absolutely hammered. I was hammered the whole night, and it was the best I've ever played snooker. And I've never been able to replicate it. I don't know how much alcohol I had and what the right mix was or whatever, but I've never been able to replicate it. I just think over a long enough time, I think the cocaine and the bourbon would eventually stop you from being good at those sports, Rob.
Yeah, I think so, but it is so alcohol is definitely performance enhancing for darts, because if you've ever been to a darts tournament and been backstage or whatever, which I have in years gone by, they are nailing doubles every ad break, right? Or they used to. I think it's much, much less drunk than it used to be.
Yeah, but that's a bit like the Michael Jordan rule, right? Of like Michael Jordan stays up all night smoking cigars and he's still better than everyone else.
Yeah, but he's not doing that to be good, is he? He's smoking cigars because he likes cigars. I mean, if you go to...
Oh, you think they were doing it to be good?
No, I know they were. So if
okay.
you go to like the tour ones, which are in like sports centers.
Sorry, Noor Ahmed is on, by the way, and it was dot single dot, and then it was hit for 6. This game is over.
Ball boy killer. Yeah. So if you go to like the Mickey Mouse tournaments that they have every week on the tour, they're in like sports centers, and they have to start really, really early because they have to, play all the rounds. The people that play in those, we're talking probably. Guys that are ranked like 80 to 100 in the world are getting to these sports centers at 6 o'clock in the morning and nailing bottles of vodka in the car park because they think it steadies the arm or whatever. From personal experience, I am only good at darts if I've had 6 or 7 pints. So no good before and utterly dreadful after. But there is an amount of alcohol where it is definitely performance enhancing because it steadies your arm up, right?
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
It looks and you should be fat as well. Optimum size for dart player is fat as well because it's a center of gravity thing.
Oh, I agree with. I think there's a lot of those sports where having a little bit more, like any sport where you need to be still in that kind of way. I think, being a little bit bigger does help. Yeah, there's mixed science on the darts of it being effective.
You should be drunk and you should be fat.
So the one thing I would say about cocaine is, and I've never had cocaine, so I'm not an expert on this at all, but from my friends, I could basically tell you that, and from every movie I've ever seen, it gives you a lot of confidence, cocaine, right? There is an element of being on cocaine that could help you with confidence, but I can't imagine you're making all your best decisions. Actually, he's upset that Prince Yadav bowled the last over. Like if Rishabh was on cocaine, imagine what the sort of decisions Rishabh would make. Right?
Why were you upset that he bowled the last over? You think you should have bowled 19?
Can you vape cocaine? Actually, I'll ask you.
I mean, I was the one who confidently said that you can't vape weed, and we were called out rightfully for it. So yeah, you can assume what my answer is.
Why were you upset about the last? I've already forgotten why you were upset.
Yeah, it was basically he bowled a fantastic 17th over, and there was no reason for him to not bowl the 19th. He was bowled. Shami came in for the 19th, and Prince bowled the 20th, and yeah, he went for runs. So I was like, why was that done? Like, what was the rationale behind that?
Yeah, I think best bowler should be bowling 19 anyway, and Prince is definitely a better death bowler than Shami is. And like you say, he bowled fine in 17. I'm with you. Actually, I agree. But I also have never done cocaine, but have seen people do it, and it turns previously confident people into absolute dickheads, in my experience.
Yeah. No, it's a terrible drug to be out with people.
Yeah, you can see it in their eyes, can't you?
In fact, I had a friend who used to do a bunch of these drugs, but all of them were very event specific. So cocaine
Another
was a
4,
concert only
but
drug.
continue.
Oh. Yeah. Like cocaine, for instance, was a concert only drug. Meth was a wedding only drug. He would only do it at weddings. And like he had LSD was for something else. So he had these specific instances or occasions where he would have consumed those drugs and not otherwise. And he would be like, that's how I compartmentalize and that's how I ensure that I'm not addicted to these drugs. And we used to always find that very funny. So
good luck with that. Would not try at home.
Or outside.
I'm going to try all the drugs when I'm 75. I'm going to just try all of them and see how I get on.
Ripu Ganguly says, we talk a lot about the Evan Goldbus effect, but what about Will Jack's effect, where we get a distinguished top order bat like KL to bat at 6 to make batters feel safe, which is what our game is about at the end of the day. No, we've seen this before. We've certainly seen teams come in with players who are further down the order, who are not... to do that, to try and make you feel more comfortable. The problem is teams eventually think they're wasting good talent by putting it down the order as well. But yeah, certainly it's something else that you could do, but it's more likely to do it with a non-specialist. Gindit says, I don't think even JL trusts them to do this at this point. Oh, I think Justin Langer would 100%. The problem with Justin Langer is he trusts too much. So he's the only one going, I knew you guys could do it. This is what I thought we played like all year.
I read a thing he wrote the other day about how...
Have you read some of his LinkedIn posts, by the way?
Oh, God. I think that's where I read it. Where he was
Fucking hell.
like... Yeah, it's just nonsense words, isn't it?
There's a
basically?
couple of Western Australian cricketers that put up LinkedIn videos and articles that are just so bad. And I don't want to name Justin Langer and Brad Hogg, but it is them I am talking about.
The Langer one, it made me feel sick when I read it.
I think Damien Fleming did one as well, and I haven't seen Flem yet. I want to read one of Flem's back to him in a bar late at night and just be like, you wrote this. Because what they do, actually, have you ever seen any of these? Do you know what we're talking about?
No,
So Australian cricketers do heaps of corporate events. I don't know if this is well known. This is hit over cover for 6. Incredible strike again.
Oh, lovely.
Mitch, is Inglis still out there? Has he just disappeared? Is he down the pub? Go, Mitch, just call me when you're done, buddy. I'll come back. Gurjapreet, that got hammered there. So they do these corporate events, right? Actually, fine, right? English players do them a little bit. Asian players do them a little bit. Australian players seem to do them more for whatever reason. But then they always do this thing where they try and bring it back to the sport they're doing, right? And so you'll have Brad Hogg going, do you know what it's like playing international cricket? It's understanding what kind of feed to give your cows. And I can tell you the best people who are understanding the feed to give your... And I promise you they do this. And sometimes, actually, when they're really bad, they'll even go, well, I had to face Freddie Flintoff on a green one once in Leicester. But that reminds me a lot of getting insurance for your erectile dysfunction. And you're just like, what? Hey, wait, what just happened to me? I thought I was reading a post about Freddie Flintoff. How did this end up about insurance? And they do it all the time. I promise you. Brad Hogg is the fucking king of these things, but a lot of the players do it. Justin Langer has written some of the funniest ones I've ever read, but a lot of these other guys do it, and it is fucking hilarious how bad they are. Do you remember Rob for ages? I was sharing some of them in the group because I was like, I can't believe these exist. I can't, and I've got a friend who Rob knows, a guy called Paul who works in cricket as well, and sometimes we just swap them with each other because we're so obsessed with this as a genre of a thing that exists.
Okay, how about this, right? So Justin Langer describes himself, to be fair, LinkedIn is utterly awful.
It is made for this stuff.
I put it off for many years, and then work made me do it.
I love Rob's LinkedIn post, by the way, where it's clearly he's trying to write like LinkedIn, but he can't quite commit to it.
I don't know how to do it. I don't fit in any sort of section of society, but least of all ones where everyone's trying to sort of tell everyone what legends they are. I know I'm a legend. I don't need to write about it. Justin Langer, leader mentor is what he calls himself. Leader/mentor. So already that's like minus 50 points. And then the first line here is, this is when LSG are bottom of the table. Winners have parties, losers have meetings. That's the first line. And then so this is his main point. Roger Federer said it best in his Dartmouth speech, not relevant. Across 1,500 matches and 20 Grand Slams, he won only 54% of the points he played. This is LSG, who won, 2 out of 10 games or something, which is a lot less than 54%, everyone. The greatest of his generation lost almost half of every point. No, he didn't. Not half of it. You can't lose half a point. He lost 46% of all the points he played, but he won most of them, didn't he? And therefore he was one of the best tennis players ever. But that doesn't mean anything.
That whole tennis one, it
doesn't mean anything.
I use it with my
We're in a
son
top IPL
sometimes.
season at the LSG right now. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's got nothing to do with how many points Federer won. And then it goes on about, here we go. Under pressure, the great ones simplify. They control the controller. But does he just get like tea towels out that somebody's got from Temu that cost 4p each and read off them? Because this is just bollocks. It's just the light of the end of the tunnel can look dim when you're stuck in the traffic jam, but you've got to believe it's there. What? What does that mean? I'm going to read that again, right? Jared, think about this, please. Imagine this is written on a wall of a changing room that you're in when you play for a team. The light at the end of the tunnel can look dim when you're stuck in the traffic jam, probably because of all the headlights from all the fucking traffic, you idiot. But you've got to believe it's there.
But you don't understand. I grew up with this stuff. Australian men actually believe this. You know that Langer has all these kinds of sayings around him in his office, because I've read articles where he's talked about them, and I know people who've seen them as well.
I'm actually checking his LinkedIn profile. I want to know if he's actually.
It's just David Brent, isn't it? David Brent. There's a great bit in The Office where he says,
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I have to read this one. I found one of the Brad Hogg ones. I'm sorry, I just have to read it, guys.
Sure.
Brad Hogg says, "Are we future ready? Last Thursday night, I had the privilege." I can't even read this. It's so funny. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Last Thursday night, I had the privilege of speaking at the Tractor and Machinery Association Gala Dinner as part of their 2025 annual conference. One message stood out: play the long game in business and mindset. I'm okay with him up until this point. Like he's stretching it, but I'm okay with it. Rob, the machinery. I can't speak. I'm so sorry. I can do it. Teeth in the tips. Yep, got it. Okay. The machinery industry has striking similarities to cricket. Your main game is like a test match, a long-haul effort requiring resilience, patience, and strategy. But within that journey, you're constantly shifting formats. One-day mode, when the pace picks up and the trade decisions need to be sharp. T20 mindset, when urgency is everything and service must be fast and efficient. The key message: we regularly service our tractors to keep them running. Let's make sure we do the same with our minds. Oh. And I wish this was one of them, actually. I wish this was a one-off. I promise you I've read about 25 of these.
No, but
It's
how does
just
one listen
incredible.
to this with a straight face? Like, how is the room not just erupting in laughter listening to this? Like,
That's
what
a fair
on earth is this
point.
going on?
Like, I would be pissing myself if he stood up there and said, like, what is it? The Tractor and Machinery Awards is just like a test match. Well, no, it isn't, is it? No, I just put my hand up and go, no, it isn't. Talk about something else. You're getting paid for this. Why is he getting paid to speak at the Tractor and Machinery convention?
As I said, it's a big thing in Australia.
Exactly.
It's a very big thing. Cricketers and Aussie rules
What
players,
is
rugby
that?
league players do it a lot.
Oh.
That's a great train to be on, the old corporate train, isn't it?
Yeah, these guys cash in. Brad Hogg will make a fortune off this, right?
Yeah.
And good on him. And he's
Oh, yeah,
writing. I mean, we're making fun of it, right? And I'm sure if we had Brad around, he'd be having a laugh with it as well, right? Like, I don't know him particularly well, but I think he'd be okay with this.
Langer wouldn't be laughing, by the way.
Langer would not be laughing.
He would
Langer
fly
believes
kick you-
every one
he
of
would
those
fly kick
details.
you in the throat is what he
Yeah.
would do. Yeah, particularly you.
But the point is that this is what Brad Hogg is doing is hilariously correct. Like, it is working, right? You know, coming from a farm that didn't just grow summer crops, it was eye-opening to get an inside look at this side of agriculture. The professionalism, pride, and constant learning reminded me of elite sport. Like, the ability to bring that back, because I was like, oh, he's not going to mention cricket. Oh, no, he has.
It's just saying things that could be written on, you know, like a really shit T-shirt or a bumper sticker, passing them off as profound, and then somehow linking them to cricket. And the best thing is, I always massively respect people that get paid lots of money for doing things that don't help anybody, just filling space. It's the 10th over, so it won't go for any runs. We know that much.
Yeah, so
But
this game
these
got
are the
boring.
kind of things that people find very profound after a joint or two. You know, a few drags or a joint, and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, tractor and machinery actually is like a test match, and all of that nonsense.
So what drugs are the best for tractor drivers and people that operate heavy machinery? There can't be many that are enhancing for that game, surely.
It can't be weed for sure. It slows you down, from what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd want something like Ritalin, wouldn't you?
I have no clue
Shot.
what that is. It's
Shot for thought.
not my
Ritalin is what they
identity.
give is what they give naughty kids to study them out. Jared, they must have tried that on you at some point, Ritalin.
No, weirdly enough, I never got that. I don't know if we've
I mean,
ever
I'm going
talked
to
about
try it
this
on
before.
you, and you're an adult. I'm going to slip it in your drink next time I see you. Mark my words.
My auntie was like one of the head psychologists in the Victorian Education Department. And yet somehow every single neurodiversity thing that I have was overlooked by everyone. And I never even did any counseling, right? The only counseling I ever had at my school as he tries to reverse hoik this away, does English. The only counselling I ever had at my school was when it was a senior teacher and my English teacher tried to have an intervention because I was behaving really poorly. And in that intervention, my English teacher tried to punch me in the face.
I'm with the teacher, right? I don't know the context, but I'm sure he was right to have a swing.
And it was the same teacher that we had a parent school evening, and it was like, you know, the ones in high school where all your teachers are in a circle around, and then you go from thing to thing to thing to talk to all the teachers.
Yeah.
It was one of them, and we ended up getting in a screaming match in the parent-teacher thing with all the parents and kids and teachers in the room. So it's the same guy. Like, we had lots of issues, me and this guy. But after that, they brought in a counselor very briefly to talk, because basically they didn't want my mum to make a big deal. Because my mum was the school council president.
Wow.
And so she could have caused a lot of problems.
Good dynamics going on here. This is a good show. This is a good few pages in the book. This.
So there was just a lot going on in that whole thing. And so they brought in a counselor very briefly, and it just didn't really work. And the only other time I've seen a counselor did we talk about the other day when I tried to get hypnotized?
You tried to get hypnotized.
Well, I did get hypnotized, but it didn't stop me eating shit food.
Oh yeah.
You just drop that in. I mean,
that was only because we did a whole thing the other day, actually. Otherwise, I would go through the story again, but I explained it the other day. But yeah, so somehow, Rob, I went, when I was 9, they were getting me to do 15-year-old subjects, right? Because they were like, it was the only way to stop me causing problems. And then every other year, they never did anything, and they just let me cause absolute chaos to the point at where there was one guy who was my grade 5 teacher. So I was 10 or 11, right? Mm-hmm. And afterwards, the principal basically admitted that we had a teacher for 6 months come in. Our teacher must have got pregnant or something had happened. And she disappeared for a while. And we had this guy come in, and afterwards the teacher, and this is years later, the principal said to me, we just decided we could never hire that person as an interim again because your classroom was completely destroyed that 6 months while you were there. Right. And then I almost became, I don't think you do it in the UK. Do you have ducks of the school? Is that what they call it? That's what we call it in Australia. It's probably not
ducks.
The right term. Yeah, like the top student.
Oh, okay. No, we don't have that.
So I was runner-up to that the following year, right?
Second duck.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Goose.
It's some weird term. It might just, but whatever the student of the year is.
Yeah.
I almost won that after the year before. I'd ended this dude's career, and then the first year I was in year 7, I had 200 detentions.
That's quite a lot. That's every day, isn't it?
I was every day, but remember, sometimes I was accruing 2 or 3 on the one day. So I couldn't actually go to all the detentions.
It's good going.
So that was like a 3-year period where I think there's some signs that there were some things going wrong here.
So I would imagine that you were very similar to me in your childhood.
How dare you? I think I could sue for libel for that comment.
I'd imagine slander you could, not libel. It's not written down anywhere. I would either the teacher would really like me and we'd get on really well and there'd be no issues, or they would absolutely hate me and we'd have a huge personality clash and things would happen.
Yeah, that was very much it.
So my one that really, really didn't like me was a sports coach. He was he's going upstairs for a stumbling here, but English is back. English 13 to 8 next man out is the wrong answer, by the way, bookies. That's the wrong answer. It should be 50-50 because he's trying to catch up with Marsh and he's a long way behind him. So he was really good cricketer and he was a sports coach, but he was very different type of human being from me. He had fake tan and dyed blonde hair and all that. Just
a genuinely nice person.
Genuinely nice person, all of that stuff, right? And once my school rugby pitch was next to a river, and he knew that I had to get a bus home, right? And he told me to go and get all the rugby balls and put them away, knowing that would mean that I would miss my bus, right? So I back then I was actually quite fast, and I ran really quickly round the field, and I threw every single rugby ball into the river and ran and got my bus. And he did not like that very much, and he threatened to kill me. He stood in front of me and started shouting at me and said, "I'm going to beat you up," and all this stuff. And I just went like this. Make my day. Hit me on the chin. Let's go. It would be the best thing ever if you hit me.
I must admit, I had that quite a few times.
Yeah,
where I basically said to the teacher, if you want to fucking hit me, hit me. And of course, they were not going to. So it doesn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Did you have this, Akshay?
I can't relate to this at all. Like I wasn't that sort of a kid. Let's just put it that way.
This is my best. I think this is my best story. When I can't remember. So we did year 7 and year 8, and year 8 was the one where the teacher tried to knock me up. Right.
I'm the teacher, for the record.
At the end of the year 8, we heard this rumor that our class was being disbanded. Right, but it didn't make any sense because it's like it's something like it had never happened before, right? And so we were like, it didn't make any sense. And so we turned up on day 1 of the school year, and by this stage, everyone knew that our class had been disbanded, but there had been no official thing. Our parents hadn't been told. We were being moved. We were being split up into all these things, right? Now I was obviously a very large part in why this happened, right? And so I went back to my old unit, right? And I sat down on day 1 while the teacher's giving the speech, right? And he's, talking about what's going to happen this year. And he goes, some of you might not be in the right place. And I didn't say anything. And then kept giving his speech, and he stopped again. And he said, I'm pretty sure some of you are in the wrong place at the moment. You should be in a different class. And I didn't move. And one of my friends is next to me and he doesn't move. Goes on. And eventually he goes, Jared, get out of this unit. And I said, where do I have to go? Right? Because they hadn't told me anything, right? We knew because it was rumored, but no. And he said, I don't care, leave. So I went home. So it's 9:30 in the morning on the first day of school, right?
You've done exactly what you're told.
And I've gone home. And I'm sitting home and I'm watching a movie, maybe playing some basketball or whatever. The phone starts ringing, right? Principal's on the phone. Jared, where are you? I'm at home. And he's like, what are you doing? And I went, he told me I had to get out. I got out. And they're like, it's the first day of school. And I said, no one told me what I had to do. I'm going home. If you have a problem, you can send someone around and we can have a chat about it. So the vice principal comes to my house. I let him in. My parents aren't there, right? My parents have no idea any of this has happened, right? They're completely unaware. Mind you, as I said, my mum runs the school. She doesn't know. Right? So they start calling my parents up, and my parents are like, he's at school. They're like, he's not at school. The vice principal comes around, and this is, as Rob said, the teachers who like me really like me. And the vice principal was like, you're right. They did this because of you. And then you weren't told because we knew, we thought you would make a big deal out of it. And I went, well, I have. Right? And they said, we've got you a new class. We put you in with a teacher that you like. We've got one of your best friends who's going to be in that class. And I said, yeah, but how can you do all this and not tell any of us and then expect me to act normally? Like, if you guys think I'm the problem and have caused all these fucking issues, why would you not have contacted me at any time during the last 2 months to talk to my parents about what was actually happening and then do this? Anyway, I eventually, and so I didn't go back that day. I said, I'm not coming back today. I said, it would look silly if I came back today. I'll come back tomorrow. Tell me where my homeroom is. So I got a day off the first day of school.
Well played. I think sounds completely fair. I'm with you there.
Yeah, it was all nuts. I mean, I'm thinking back on it, as you said, why were they just not giving me drugs? There was clearly some pretty massive issues going on.
Yeah, I would have spiked your orange juice or whatever and just got you to calm the hell down. School was fun times though, man. There's lots going on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Marsh hits another boundary there, 89 of 37.
It's under run a ball now, isn't it? Oh no, it's just that run a ball.
Oh, after this, yeah, 54 to 52. My bad.
I'm kind of disappointed. I love how Inglis is like, oh, I don't have to play like this today.
Yeah, it was the exact other way around 2 games ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Marsh didn't score anything, and English scored everything. I think Marsh was on 10 off 12 after the power play, and English was on 77.
There was the
Ruturaj-
last game, not even 2 games ago. It was just against Chennai.
Rudra's got a great one for you
was it?
here, Rob. It's hilarious that after they're already out of contention, that's when their batters find form and Inglis decides he's had enough time vacationing.
Yeah, well, he came back off. So he got married. First half of the tournament, fine. Then the 3-week holiday after the wedding, because that's what you should do in the IPL. Then he came back and then he got injured. Remember, first game back, he didn't score any runs, and then he apparently got injured. So he had another game off, and then he decided to come back and be really good. Belted it everywhere. But it fits in very, very well with the LSG brand. Nonsense, full nonsense all the time. But he's going to get out soon because he's not 13-8 to be out next. There you go.
Hit this up in the air, and he will be caught.
There you go.
Did you back it?
Yeah. It wasn't. People are. I found when training people down the years and even now, it's the market that traders cannot get their head round. Next man out, and it doesn't matter how many times I go, look, these are the things to look out for next man out. This is what you do. I get it why you would have been favourite Marsh early, because Marsh was having a lot more of the strike, wasn't he? But when Marsh is in pretty good control now,
yeah,
and Inglis is runnable and swinging like mad, it means he's quite likely to be out soon. I'm not saying he was massive favourite or anything, but it's definitely not massive second favourite.
No. We've got a couple more. September born Indian says, Jared, why is it easy to take on Duffy? What's his actual strength? His actual strength is new ball bowling and the fact he can move the ball both ways, and he does it at a pretty good pace with a bit of strength behind the ball. His problem is when he doesn't get any sideways movement, he doesn't really have a second skill. We found out recently he is as short as Rob Barron thinks everyone else is. He's not a particularly tall fast bowler, and so he doesn't get extra bounce, and he's not particularly fast, and he doesn't have a good solo ball. So his skill set is very one-dimensional, which is why I get why RCB are going for those kinds of players, but he's probably, for me, the wrong person to be playing for RCB because he's too similar to the other guys. Having said that, they didn't have Hazelwood, so having him around probably worked out quite well for them.
We have a Pooran in now who has Nicky on his back, which...
You don't like that?
No, don't like it.
Abe says, and this is one for you, Rob. LSG, save my Punjab top 4 bet. Clown team that. So remember, Abe told us weeks ago he put a lot of money on Punjab being in the top 4. When at that stage, to be fair, it looked very, very likely.
It was a certainty at one point. It was a certainty.
As Chowdhury comes in, and this might be a run out. Marsh has run out at the bowler's end. Can LSG bring this back?
Goodness me.
It was a beautifully driven shot by Nicholas Pooran. Chowdhury put his hands down, got a little bit on the ball, and it hit the stumps, and Marsh never even got a chance to get back, really.
See, everyone says that that's unlucky, but it's not. There's no...
Wasn't he unlucky, Rob?
No law that says you must walk 2 yards down the pitch when the other guy is hitting the ball straight. He could leave his back there because he's not backing up, really. He's not like running down the other end or anything.
I give you that. That's not real backing up. And I take it a step further, Rob. He also left the crease before the bowler had even started to bowl that delivery.
Yeah, and he's just ball watching and wandering about, stood 2 yards down the pitch. He's not running. He's just walking. So silly from Marsh, and out you go.
We got one from Vivek says, despite availability, KKR missed out on Allen and Seifert. With the form in the World Cup, still believe Punjab will be on a winning run. They can certainly come back. Yeah, I don't think their season's finished. 2016, like 3/4 to win this year. Okay, I think this goes back to what Akshay was saying before, right? When we were talking about mistakes and mistakes teams make. I think they've tried 4, 5, 6 different opening partnerships, KKR, this year. Does that sound right, guys?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Narayan had his go, didn't he?
And they haven't tried the World Cup opening partnership that we were all talking about.
Yeah.
That for me is a major, major error. Not if you were if the opening partners are doing well and you don't use those two, I'd be like, okay, maybe they could have got better, but they had, Rahane was doing well or whoever else was doing well, Narayan was doing well, fine. But when you literally can't find an opening partnership that is working and you're only doing it because you made a mistake with your captain, that for me is a major error.
Yeah, I've said that many times on these things that I cannot believe that they didn't go. The only opening partnership they haven't gone with is the one that got them to the World Cup final, New Zealand. And then I said the only way that they could salvage their season is by keeping Finn Allen at the top and hoping he catches fire. So they dropped him. He hasn't been very good, but he has, one of the games he got 25 off the first over and another one he scored 100. And that's a lot better than anything else they've got up there, isn't it? What if Noor gets Pooran out now? Then what?
Yeah.
It was 90-1, the defence a minute ago. It's now about 20-1.
I mean, if there's any team that you don't want to believe in, I could believe in not believing in this team.
I agree.
They're not Super and they're not Giants.
Oh, Samad's in. That's interesting. We don't often see him at number 4, do we? It's the LSG pulling the batting order out of the hat again.
His recent form is not suggesting he needed to be coming.
I mean, this isn't the form pair, is it? Samad and Pooran. I don't mind sending Samad in if you whack it, but none of this knocking it around. If you want someone to knock it around at number 4, you send Markram in, right?
Yeah.
You don't send Samad in.
Yeah, exactly. What do you guys make of tomorrow's game, by the way, KKR versus Gujarat?
There's an amazing bet, but I don't want to read it out on here. I've had a big bet in that game. And it's readily available stats have backed it up.
Pooran almost dragged this back onto his stumps, by the way.
Yeah.
I think KKR is a really good spoiler team. And I said that, I hope I said that before they started winning. I think Ashwin did something about that, didn't he? About LSG and KKR. And it's like, they're both teams that can actually beat you, even though everyone thought that they weren't. And I think that KKR basically has 2 ways of winning a game. And of recent times, some of those ways have won, right? I don't think they're suddenly a great team and they shouldn't completely rip their team to shreds and start again next year. But I do understand part of the way that they are put together at the moment. And I think Gujarat's just really good with bowling, but it's fast bowling, right? Aren't KKR the team that actually has a bunch of guys who are good at facing fast bowling?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, that should be Rahane's game.
How about this? You just said Pooran nearly got bowled.
Yeah, I did say that.
So Pooran is about, well, I can tell you exactly what he is. 17, bit over 17% bowled in the middle overs, right, Nicky P? And you're more likely to be bowled early in your innings than you are in the middle of it. And you can back 8.5 Pooran gets bowled.
Have you backed it? Is that what you're telling us?
Well, it's not huge value, but 8.5 means they think it's less than 12%, and he's more than 17%. There's a bit of value. It's not like
he shouldn't get bowled today, should
Cameron Green is a massive bowl guy, or Marco Jansen's another one.
That's because they're too tall to defend their stumps. They can't see them.
Yeah, Cameron Green's no good at T20 cricket, but he keeps getting paid loads of money. Oh, this looks good. On the other advert, oh no, it doesn't. I thought it was going to be like a Fargo thing. Henry Winkler, Bob Odenkirk. You know, Better Call Saul guy.
Yeah, I know. Bob
Bob Odenkirk,
Thing called Normal.
I don't know about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it on the TV.
But it looks like it's like Fargo is what I thought it was.
From the creator of John Wick. Feels like that's not quite Fargo.
Better Call Saul, very, very good. Actually, you seen that?
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Oh, Lena Headley's in it too. Does look like a good show. This is Whacked for Six by Samad. That's what we wanted.
I recently started watching this, I don't know if you can call it a sitcom, but Rooster, Steve Carell.
I haven't seen it. I saw it. Is it good?
Yeah, really good, really good.
I think the girl that plays his daughter is very funny. She's good. Obviously, Steve Carell is amazing, but I don't like the English guy. But I've been watching that.
he's a bit. Yeah,
Who's the English?
But I guess you're not meant to like him, right?
that's
But
true.
I think
I can
quite
get it.
often when American sitcoms portray English people, they just
okay.
portray absolute.
It's not like
It
it's
is.
not Jack Whitehall, is it?
No,
No, it's very gangster.
that's a fair conclusion to jump to, Jared.
I won't watch anything with Jack Whitehall in it. You know, he's a massive cricket guy too.
Is he?
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know he was a
used to hang around with the Surrey boys back in the day.
That
Guess-
adds up, doesn't it?
He's bowled him!
Bowled him!
But it's not the right one.
But it's the
Poo-
wrong man.
It's Samad. Spencer Johnson, his figures aren't going to show how well he's bowled today, by the way, guys.
Yeah, he was class early and somehow had figures of 0 for 36 before that. Samad was the wrong man to send in, but LSG always do the batting order wrong. Always.
Please send in Markram now. Please, just no more funny business. Just get home. 54
What do you
50.
mean?
Surely you can't. Yeah.
All we want is
We
funny
want
business.
funny business. That's the only reason why I watch cricket is for funny business. I don't want any team to ice a chase. I want them to do this.
What's better for the league? Is it if CSK wins or CSK loses on the points table?
CSK wins, I think.
Yeah, because CSK losing will pretty much knock them off the playoff race. CSK winning means they still stay in the hunt.
Hey, Rob, I'm just having a look. You know when you finish a live or a podcast and you look at the tabs that you've opened. The tab that I have open,
Goat
actually-
porn?
No, is me explaining all the Police Academy films to Varun and Akshay, only so I could tell them that the 7th one was called Mission to Moscow.
I knew that. You could have tested me. I would
know.
have got it right.
I knew you knew it. I mean,
What was his
I
name?
think you were in 2 of the movies.
Michael what? The guy that does all the funny sounds.
Oh, that is a Michael Winslow.
Winslow. He is awesome.
There's
Absolutely awesome.
There's also a great Simpsons joke about the guy that that becomes famous from that, which is Steve Gutenberg. When they do the Freemasons one, and he goes, and the song is, and we made Steve Gutenberg a star. I love that. I absolutely.
Are they
love
called
that.
the hedge cutters or something?
Yeah. Oh no.
Just stone cutters. Stone
cutters. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Freemasons, isn't it?
That's right.
And Freemasons are stone cutters. It wasn't very hidden, that one.
Sounds like a Monty Python sketch or something.
I like it when the Simpsons do that, when they make the joke so obvious that it like they might as well have just said the thing, like that when they do the Shining parody and they keep calling it the Shinning all the way through.
Oh.
Cricketing Thing says Markram and Pooran have been together at 3 franchises. Why does this happen? Any other pairs like this?
Oh.
Sometimes it happens when someone becomes a captain and they're used to someone else, and so they might request it. So it's possible that they played together a couple of times, and then Pant made a big point of I really trust Markram, but it could just be dumb luck as well.
I mean, the biggest example of this features Robbie. Do you know Robbie and Manish Pandey shared the same career trajectory from 2008 to 2018. 2008, both were at Mumbai. 9-10, both were at RCB. 11-12-13, both were at Pune. 14-15-16, both were at Kolkata. 10 seasons, 4 teams. They were together.
Maybe you got a group discount. Like
Nice.
a group.
I never noticed that. And I watched all of that, but I never noticed any of it.
I never noticed it either until you said it. To be honest, until this question came up, I hadn't even thought about Markram and Pooran.
I think a lot about random things like these. Like, these are just random
And I don't, as can be explained by the Mission to Moscow reference from earlier.
yeah.
No randomness in my thinking. It's not Rishabh Pant, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
No, it's Mukul
Mukul.
Chowdhury.
Not even Markram. Just send Markram again. Why are they doing this? Like, and Pooran, man.
I don't mind this if they're trying to get young players into, get a better look at them. But they could lose this game.
So if they wanted to get a better look at young players, don't drop the guy who's played the best innings of the whole IPL after not scoring many runs once or maybe twice. Mukul, right? His innings at the start of this comp was the best one of this IPL. Absolutely brilliant. And so they dropped him. And then he comes out, Langer, mentor leader and says, isn't it great how these young Indian kids are playing? It's a joy to watch, and I can't believe how good they are and all this. Well, don't drop them then, like when you're bottom of the table.
And this is why I feel, just like how World Cups, at least in cricket World Cups, every group stage win has a financial incentive linked to it. I think IPL also should come up with either that or something else, wherein either players themselves or the teams are like, there needs to be something like, what's the point? It can't just be experimenting. Now that the season's done and dusted, we have nothing. So because Pant said this at toss as well, that, they'll be trying a lot of things today because they have nothing to lose. But it can't be at the cost of winning a game. You have to win the game. That's the bloody reason why you're playing this.
No, the idea is to win a title. It's not to win a game. And if your
so it
best
doesn't matter once you're out of the race, you just fuck around.
Yeah. I would do the opposite. I mean, I'm not trying to lose games, right? Because there's no incentive to lose games in the IPL. You don't get anything from being last, right? It's not like there's a draft system or anything.
Yeah, fair.
But all I should be doing is playing for next season. If I get wins, I'm going to get wins with exciting young players anyway, and I'm going to put them into better situations. I need to make sure that I can win more than 8 games next year, right? Winning 1 extra game this year does fuck all for me, right? Winning 9 games next year is what I need to do. 10 games next year.
I agree with this as well. But there needs to be some rationale. There needs to be some method to the madness, right? Like if you're going to experiment, like what's the logic behind sending your finisher at number 4 ahead of what's
you're talking about this?
What are you?
Well, this is
this specific.
You get more game time, and he's under pressure now because they've lost a couple of wickets, right? Like I can get behind this. I don't really understand why Samad went, because Samad's not even. How old would Samad be now? Like he's been around. This move I don't mind. By the way, they've almost run them each other.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not Mukul. It's Samad in particular that I had an issue with.
You could also argue Pooran shouldn't have come out, right? Like if you're going to do it, commit to the bit. So they're kind of like half committed to the idea. I would say it's probably worse. I'm not sure that Nicholas Pooran should still be playing for them this year.
Fair.
Not just on form. I just mean purely on what are you going to learn about him for the rest of this season? Can't you learn more about younger players?
Exactly. I agree.
And CSK and Sunrisers, I think both pivoted to youth, partly because they were losing. It's this dropped by Sanju Samson. What a ball that was.
Sanju's not at the best of times behind the stumps, has he?
No.
Let's see this ball again. Oh, absolutely chopped him in half. That's gone straight through him.
Would have been hard to catch that one.
Yeah.
Has he hit it?
Yeah. It was off.
He must have hit it, yeah.
Oh, yet another drop.
It was definitely a drop, but it was a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huge edge. Oh, wow. That would have made it very interesting if he caught that.
Yes.
I didn't see how big that edge was in real time, but he should have caught that, Sanju. He's probably thinking it's going the other way.
Okay, this is going to sound weird, and this is where we need Robbie. I think Sanju stands too much to the offside of the stumps when he's keeping to left-handers. He stands really, really wide because remember the Spencer Johnson one before that swung back and he couldn't stop that either? And do you remember I said he's in the wrong position here? I just think he stands. Some people like to have more clearance from the batter than others. And so if you're, what he ends up having to do is make up too much distance to his left-hand side too often. And I'm not surprised that he's made 2 mistakes there today. Thankfully, they've got a lot of left armers, so he's got lots of practice.
I mean, interesting observation. I don't think I'd ever noticed that. So yeah, fair point.
Oh, and this is slashed by Pooran for 4. I mean, Pooran, look, here's my point about, you're right, winning the games, like fans want that, blah, blah, blah. Although, if you ask the fans, would you rather lose every game this year and make the playoffs next year, or win a bunch of games here and not make the playoffs next year? Who's taking the fucking first one, right?
Fair.
Separate to that, well, how is Pooran being 4 off 11 helping anything for them this year, right? He's just hit a 4, so he's now 8 off 12, whatever it is. But like, what are you getting out of that? I just think teams in the IPL are so focused on trying to win the next game when it's like, no, the idea is to win the championship. The idea is to be in the playoffs and give yourself a chance to win the championship. You can't do that if you keep playing Pooran when he's out of form and you already can't make the finals.
Agreed. Also, speaking of giving teams a chance to win the championship, did you follow the CPL draft which was supposed to be a major shake-up and everything.
No, I didn't.
I mean, it was one of the most, like, I want to say, stupidest things. It was like a facade. Like, they made it seem as if this is going to be major shake-up because we all have, I mean, everyone's spoken about TKR and how they have the best of the Caribbean players.
Yeah.
Except this was the mega draft. That's what they called it. And they had 8 retentions. So every side got to pick 8 of their players. So TKR retained Pooran, Pollard, Narain. They had to let go of Russell only because the new team coming in Jamaica, they were given an option to bring back 2 of their home players. Because Russell is Jamaican, so he had to move. But again, TKR have the best of the talent, most of the top talent. So once again, it made little to no sense.
No, I didn't see that. I went to a CPL draft once, and I wasn't even working for them, but they had it in London. They had it in London at one of those, like, I don't know what you call them, like the e-game stadiums.
Okay.
Do they have specialist e-gaming stadiums?
Yeah, so you go in and you watch people play the video games,
God.
and they had it there. This is, and I walked in, and it was funny because he ended up giving me a job, but the general manager of the Jamaica Telewalla said, please don't go on and on about who we selected as number 1 in the draft. And I was like, that's not a good way to start with me, man, because now that's all I'm going to obsess with.
Was it Ken R. Lewis?
No, because I would have been all on that. He had a good year once, Rob.
Yeah, his name has appeared a few times in my line of work and my day job. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, less said the better. Lendl Simmons, mid-career drop. Lendl Simmons was the number 1 draft pick that year.
Yeah, he made the Combox all-time Chennai Mumbai 11.
Yeah.
And no one has stopped talking about it since. He was the Rohit Sharma of his day, though.
He came in one IPL and he absolutely bossed it.
Yeah. When he really
6.
wants to play good in T20 cricket, he's done it on occasion, right? He just then, on other times, just doesn't hit the ball off the square.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's not a Andre Fletcher dot or 6, right? He's not that, but he just sometimes randomly chewed loads and loads.
He's not
of balls.
Andre Fletcher dot or 6. He's ... 6. And so he ends up with 6 off 5, right?
Yeah. I mean, Fletcher did love a 12 off 12, 2 6s.
Yeah, that's true. Fletcher's problem, though, was spin mostly. He would get stuck against spin, right? Fletcher would go against pace and then pull back against finger spin.
What have they got here? 2 Cambodges left still.
Yeah.
And
that's not bad. Like if Sanju would have got that catch there, this could have been very fun. But remarkably, they've still got 3 people that can bat left. LSG, who have been using Shami as a number 8 when they bat first sometimes. They actually have 3 people that can bat left, as that one beats the bat from...
What was that shot?
M. Chowdhury to M. Chowdhury. Do we get that much?
A lot of Chowdhury. He has played some horrible shots this innings. Mukul Chowdhury.
Oi. Feet went nowhere. Okay.
He's just played a couple of shots that you're like, I'm not sure you're ready, buddy.
Yep. Andy has a super chat for us. So is Karthik's now a negative knock? Thoughts?
I mean, we kind of hinted at it before, didn't we? He caught up, but he caught up from a position of this is in the air and not caught. Yeah, I thought they were under. I thought they actually did okay to score right at the end and make it not look like it. But I thought Lucknow. I mean, when Rob came in, I said I thought Lucknow should have been the favourite. That innings looks a lot worse now. Having said that, the start of this innings was so arsey and ridiculous and bad bowlery. I don't want to throw a young kid completely under the bus for what is 71 or 40 or whatever he ended up making, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to. And also because he did work his way through. But if you were going to start every fucking innings at 18 for 8 and you've got Mitch Marsh and Josh Inglis and Nicholas Pooran in the opposition, they're probably not going to do that as much, right?
True.
So yes, it's negative.
And that's why I was telling this to Varun. I don't know if you were there. they've got two batters who tend to score 18 of 18 or start at 18 of 18. It's hard to accommodate one, and they've got Gaikwad and Karthik Sharma both.
Yeah.
So
And today, Sanju Samson got struck and Ervil tried to slug his way out of bad form, right?
Yeah.
So they ended up, their whole top four got stuck. And Brevis is the first guy who came in and looked like he could score, right? Because even I would say Shivam Dubé got stuck too, didn't he?
At the start, Brevis was first ball 6, right?
He was first ball 6 and then he was 10 ball 14. Like after that, he didn't score anything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
10 ball 14 is not terrible, I suppose. But he was stuck for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and Prashant Veer got stuck. I mean, everyone got stuck. Maybe it's just a day when that happened. Look, again, I don't think they're a very good side, and I think they've probably overperformed in the last little while.
True.
I've never really taken them seriously as a playoff team. They might still make the playoffs, mind you, but I've never really taken them seriously as a playoff team. They were probably due this kind of a performance where a bunch of people got stuck, and then, but the bowling was I don't know, Rob. It's hard to look at the way they batted and say this, but if they bowled normally to start with, I still think they're a chance in this game.
Yeah, so winding it back, do I have an argument with 50-50 at half time? Probably not, because I think they absolutely lockboxed that first 6 and Chennai bowled spectacularly badly. Like, when has Combox been dreadful before in this IPL? Like, he's had one bad game in my notes and all the rest he's been really good. And Chowdhury was aiming at the thigh pad down just for 2 whole overs. So, and also Lucknow are rubbish and they do loads of mad stuff. It's really difficult to factor that into the prices of stuff. It's like, how stupid are Lucknow going to be today? But Chennai aren't exactly a wonderfully set up franchise. They've been, but in Chennai's defence, they've been really unlucky with injuries from the jump off, haven't they, this season? From before that, you know, Ellis being dead before the season started and then gradually losing. Khalil went early, didn't he? And he was looking good. Overton just recently. Matre was awesome. And he, what did he do?
Oh, yeah. I think a full strength team is completely different. I'm more judging them based on what is left. I also like the phase, Nicholas Pooran.
Bloody hell, Combox, how many sixes?
I was going to say, Combox is going to go for all the runs today. But yeah, I think I'm just saying, if you look at the team as it is at the moment, like they probably did better than they should have of recent times, and they did it the right way. They're the team I'm completely on board with, right? They went, we're just going to pick all these young guys now. They probably took too long to go with Ervil, right? I think me and Rob will definitely be saying that for a long period of time. But they've gone in, and when they had overseas players who were in form, they kept them. And when they had overseas players who were not in form, they moved them on, right? They didn't go on with Matt Henry over and over again. They knew that this year they probably weren't going to win the title. I'm okay with everything they've done, really. Was it Matt Henry? Was he the one who sucked ass at the start?
Yeah.
Noor is probably the only one they kept around, and that was fine.
Noor got stacks of wickets last year, didn't he?
Sorry, is sucked ass the wrong phrase, Rob?
No, that's the technical term.
Yeah.
Pooran with
oh my God, Pooran's in the mood.
Where's that gone though?
It could be caught.
Should be caught.
Oh my God, was it caught, Rob?
No, you know why, don't you?
What's happening? Okay.
It would have won me a bet if he caught that, which I think. So we had an interesting discussion yesterday. Who the hell is that idiot that can't catch?
That was Karthik, wasn't it?
Yeah, rubbish. We had a conversation yesterday. You know the slip catch that Naman Deer put down early?
Yeah.
Was it off Bumrah?
Yeah, that was off Bumrah. First ball of Bumrah.
I thought that was about as easy as it gets in the slips, right? It was here. It was this height, and it was traveling very slowly, and it was like, just catch it, right? We had a discussion at work yesterday. What price would you back yourself at to catch it, right? And the fella that set the company up, I'll find the message that he sent, but he was basically like, I am never catching that. And I had he still plays for like county over 40s, I think. He said, I'm never catching that because it's being bowled at 90 miles an hour. So there's no way that my brain knows what to do with that, right?
What, in the slips?
And I was like, what do you mean? It's in the slips. He said, yeah, but the bowlers bowled the ball so fast, I wouldn't even see it. And I was
Another
like,
6 from Pooran, by the way. This one
if
was
you set
smashed.
this up in a lab, I am going to catch that 98 out of 100, and I'll be all in on myself at evens. And he was like, I wouldn't back myself at 5-1 to catch that. What are you talking about? So what do you like? I think I'm an absolute certainty to catch that catch that Namandir dropped yesterday. And I don't think that that's particularly clever. What do you think, Jared? What price are you backing yourself at?
Your odds are obviously ridiculous, and they're very Rob Barron. I mean, I was a slip fielder, and I did field to very fast bowlers on occasion, and I never found the guys who are hard to field in slips to are the guys who's the ball that goes up and then it drops. Is he hit another 6? Have they hit 4 sixes twice? Is that the end of the game?
Yeah, exactly. They have. Oh my word. Oh my word.
Oh wow. So Rob, I would back myself to catch it, but I do think slip fielding is a particular art, and probably doing it 90 miles an hour when you're that far back is an issue, right? I do think it's a different kind. That's not to say that he shouldn't have caught it a large percentage.
Now, that's not the question. What price are you backing yourself to catch it at?
I think I'm 3-1 to catch that.
What?
Okay, maybe 2-1.
I genuinely think, yeah.
How many out of 100?
I back myself to
actually?
catch that. I would back myself to catch that more than I would to catch one at mid-off or mid-on, because I'm not very good at mid-off and mid-on.
Okay, what about that one that just got spilled on the rope that Pooran hit up to the moon? Hit the moon, came down.
I would have a better shot at catching that, for what it's worth, than the slip one. Even I've told this to Jared. I really find slip
How many
catches
out of
hard.
100, actually, are you catching the Namandir one and that one that was just dropped on the rope?
That one just then I would catch it 20 times out of 100.
What?
Yeah, because the boundary's there, and he was catching it back over his shoulder.
Okay, Akshay?
I would say
Also-
the boundary catch, again, these are just arbitrary numbers. I don't know. There's no way for me to back
No,
it up
this
with
is
data.
true.
These are factual numbers.
I'll say what, 30, 35? Yeah, 35 out of 100.
And what about the slip catch?
He can't feel
Maybe
in
the
slips.
same. Yeah, I was genuinely terrified of feeling.
I'm
slips. I was
backing
very-
myself in the slips about 25 to 30 times out of 100.
Oh, geez, then I'll go to 10.
Maybe even 35, yeah.
Yeah. What I will say is the easiest catch that was dropped this season that I backed myself 100 out of 100 times was Surya Sharma of Tilak Verma, if you guys remember. Oh, it was the ball that was lobbing into his hands. All he had to do was catch it. That was a catch that I would have backed myself even at the age of 15, 100 out of 100 times. That was the easiest catch. There was nothing. It just lobbed up in the air. He had to catch it. There was no spin. There was nothing with it. And he still managed to fumble that.
That's the end of the game, guys.
Let's go home.
We've covered this game. It is finished. We're not going to do a podcast tonight because it's Friday. So let's just quickly, I don't know if the points tables have updated. So was that Chennai? That's Chennai's 12th game. So they have updated, right?
Yeah.
So they are still equal with Rajasthan Royals on 12 points. Punjab is on 13 points. Rajasthan has a game in hand, though. So Rajasthan is in the best position there. And they've gone back to a net neutral net run rate. But their net run rate didn't drop as much as it looked like it could have at times in that chase. Is that fair to say? So their next two games are Sunrisers and Gujarat. That's the problem there, right? I think at best they split that. I don't think they can get past 14 points, guys.
Agreed.
And Rajasthan have 3 games to go, and they are playing Delhi, LSG, and Mumbai, and they are on 12 points at the moment. I think they should be able to get to 16 points, right?
Fair. Yeah.
Sunrisers, the CSK Sunrisers game could be interesting because the Sunrisers' last game is against RCB.
True.
Okay. And then Punjab have RCB and LSG. So they can, obviously net run rate doesn't matter for them. But let's say they get to 15 points. I still think it's really hard for Chennai to get past 14 points at the moment, the way I see it.
That has the best shot.
Yeah, no, I agree. Anyway, it's fascinating. There's a lot that can happen, but that makes it a lot harder for CSK. Laughing at Nothing says, if Pat is next, then Markram will be in at number 7. No, Mohamed Shami should have been the next player to come in, and we all know it. And if they didn't do that, they're fucking cowards. Rudra says, what team out of contention are you most hopeful for? Chennai. Chennai's doing everything right. They're getting young players in. They're playing real cricket. They're in a position where they might even be able to sneak away into the playoffs. And they're developing their team for next year. They're doing it perfectly. When I do exit interviews, it's going to be nothing but roses for Chennai. They've done this the right way. Whereas KKR haven't tried younger players and have just sat around doing nothing all season, and then they got on a winning streak, and now they'll probably think they can run it back next year. Karthik Bro says, what have you seen of Dion Forrester? You would have seen a bit of Dion Forrester, Rob?
Not that much, to be honest.
Rob, you wouldn't have seen anything of Dion
A little
Forrester?
bit of SA20 looks fine. Very surprised he got a call up just there for the experience, right?
Yeah, probably. Akshay, do you know anything about him?
Yeah, just seen him in a bit of SA20. Looked interesting. I don't think his bowling is of value, but yeah.
There we go. Can't ask for more than that. Big thanks to Rob. Akshay, Varun was with us before as well. We have a huge event planned for the IPL final in Dubai. If you cannot come to this event, but you know people in Dubai, please tell them, because if we do this event in Dubai and it works, we're going to take this everywhere. We already had 7 planned in India, which fell through at the last minute that we couldn't do. We're already looking at events. I promise you, this is a true thing. In Toronto, in Belgium, in Ireland, and England, right? We're looking at events everywhere. The more that we can have success, the better. We were going to bring Rob Barron over, but for a similar fee, we ended up with Chris Gale. We've got Sri Santh, which is going to be a lot of fun. We've got Angelo Matthews. We're hoping to get another player. It's going to be me and Robbie on stage as well with all of these guys. It's going to be an incredibly fun event. You can watch the IPL final with Chris Gale and me. And that sentence may never be said ever before. Well, it's certainly never been said before, and it's never going to happen again. It's at the Coca-Cola Arena. You can get tickets straight from them. It's a big stadium, but we are hoping to sell it out. Thanks to everyone at Stars Play for setting it up for us. But we will be back tomorrow for more actual games. That's goodbye from Rob. Goodbye from Akshay. And the last thing I want to say is mission to Moscow.
You're watching every game this season. Every 6, every wicket, every bat hit. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL final watch party
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
with legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Santh, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.